Yeah, mute Holland.
I think OBS had an update that changed
Has
this. So on mine, it's the same as Steven's with the application, but I have an actual commentary to select, not just the thread. It's weird.
okay.
Did OBS have updates recently? I don't remember. Or Discord? No, Discord had updates recently.
Okay, Stevens, we can be heard on stream now. No. You do no monitoring, and so it doesn't hear it twice. If you do monitor, now they can hear me on stream. Yes, right now.
Yeah, and only single. Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, Slygolds, and welcome to the ACES competition. We're finally here. It's been a long time coming, and we're going to get our first semi-finals match. We're going to see the first team who's going to be officially entering the finals of the tournament. It's going to be really exciting. My name is Knave357. I'll be one half of your commentary team. And joining me today, it took several multi-million-dollar contracts, a team of world-class lawyers, and a 5-pound home-cooked lasagna that was devoured in seconds. We have the one and only Aguirino.
Oh, we are so back. We are so back. So, people have been hearing that it is like this is the dream duo. It might have only been me saying this, but this is the dream duo. Me and Nave, we're gonna crush it. If you are in any form or way scared of sarcasm, please keep watching the stream, but don't worry about the audio, okay? But we are back. We are here. It's Vipers versus Jackalopes. Oh my lord. Oh,
Holy. We have on the Viper side, Canuti, Gandhi, and Powerman absolutely stacked. On Jackalopes, Frizz, Rude, and Antho, another stacked team.
yeah,
This is really exciting.
it's actually crazy. I actually have a little bit of a statistic here for
Okay.
this is very rare that we have a statistic, right? So we have a statistic here. We are currently in the biggest cooperative effort of the Sly Golds event organizing team right now. We are 7 moderators slash organizers in one match. We have Gandhi, Knuti, Friss, Rude, me, Nave, and Stevens. Stevens is behind the wheel, by the way. You can't see him. But he is here. It's actually crazy.
He is here, and he has started our ban pick
Oh.
phase. Vipers banning. Let's see what we've got. We have a 2-6 ban, a what is that? 2-7 ban, 3-1, and 4-2. Interesting.
Goodbye, Jackalopes home turf.
Unlucky.
And Vipers,
Jack-
actually.
Yeah, true. They banned themselves. Jackalopes responding with bans to 2-3, 2-8, 3-5, and 4-4. Okay, okay.
Are we seeing 4-3 today? Could it be?
It's still on the table. It's there.
Oy, oy, oy.
Oy, oy, oy.
Oh.
What's the first pick gonna be? Jackalopes burning the timer. I'm really anxious to see what it might be. Are we gonna see the 4-3? Come on. Rage and chat.
4-3, 4-3. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, we have some. Oh, 2-5.
Wow, okay. What an interesting choice. That's a pretty rare one for aces. I think we've only seen it like once before.
And that was
Vipers
Jackalopes.
responding with 4-5.
We saw 2-5 Jackalopes and Sabers, right? That was
That sounds
think that was
right
right.
because
That
I
was
remember
a-
Alapo. It was Alapo versus
Antho.
Antho, yeah.
Yeah, crazy outcomes of that match. Oh my god, the ending.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
Good picks so far.
4-5 and 2-5. Can we? Oh, 3-5 is already banned. We can't even see that.
3-4 banned, and sadly 4-3 also banned by the Jackalopes. Won't be seeing the Grizz today.
It's still hope. There's still 2 matches after this that could have it. We already have had it actually, which is surprising to say the least. But yeah, we have now the opportunity. There's gonna be 4 bans coming through right now. This is really where it's gonna start shaping it up for the last pick on the Jackalopes.
Really narrowing that window of what the possibility for the last pick will be. We're banning 2-1, 2-2, 2-4, and did I miss the last one?
3 episode.
I think I just didn't notice what the last ban was. Did you see it?
I think it was
3-6 maybe?
2-1, 2-2, 2-4, and 3-6.
Gotcha. So no gauntlet, no Grizz. What's the point of life?
Yeah, I don't know. Where could we be headed this fine evening, though? Is it anywhere we would like to visit? What's happening?
Huh?
Okay. It's 3-2.
We're gonna be seeing some Lemon Rage action today.
Fun fact.
Almost exciting as the Claw.
True. Fun fact. ACES Rock. Huh? You see? Yeah, you get it?
ACES Rock?
That's actually where Friss lives. That huge.
Ooh,
It's home turf. IRL. It's incredible.
IRL home turf advantage. And the Vipers say that we're going to be playing these in the order of 4-5, then 3-2, and then 2-5 will be the finale wrap-up episode of this first semi-finals match.
It's actually kind of nice because we have it's pretty good assortment. Like you wouldn't 4-5 and 2-5 aren't really seen that much. 4-5 a little bit more than 2-5. 3-2 pretty. I would say 3-2 and 3-1 and 3-6 previously has been pretty common in Slide 3.
Yeah, 3-2 is it's kind of crazy how often we've seen that, considering, I mean, maybe it's just my personal opinion, but I don't really enjoy running 3-2 because there's a lot of RNG factors to it, especially like in a full game scenario, but I don't know, maybe it's because of those high risk, high reward tricks and things like Lemon Rage CSS that really makes it an astounding episode to run in a race environment like this. I do want to point out that if you're wondering why the Vipers have more games played in total than the Jackalopes, that is because as we enter the playoffs, of the ACES competition. The Jackalopes, uh, having a better record, were able to immediately advance to semifinals, whereas Vipers had to actually fight their way to get here, meaning that they have a little bit more practice and experience. Maybe that will come in handy.
Yeah, I am extremely bad at bracketing, but it gives me a little bit of a brain itch here, but it has to do with when they lost, if I'm not mistaken. Because both
Something
teams have lost
about
one.
opponents' win records and who they lost to and things like that.
Oh yeah,
I'm no
true.
expert either, but
I
yes.
believe Jackalopes have a lot of opponent win.
Yeah, they have a really high opponent win rate. I don't remember who their singular loss was to. Do you?
Um,
Any knowers in chat?
I'm not quite sure, but let's head over to the chat. Anyone in the chat remember?
Huh? 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 Commentators not doing their job? Classic. And now
The
we are transitioning over to we have the Vipers and Jackalopes in the 4-5 hideout, getting ready to start the first job lost and found. Notably, both players in English, which is actually optimal for 4-5.
yeah, 4-5, kind of a rare one. You don't really see English that much. Oh, we have
Not
a
too
start from the
much.
Vipers here.
And
So
Jackalopes right there with them. A little stream delay, but to be expected.
very true.
And the classic start of Sly 4 runs a 3-minute long loading screen.
Yeah.
Once we get into the run, we'll start to get some information on who our runners are, who will be next, and so on and so forth.
Yep. It's gonna go crazy here. It's really, I don't know, 4-5. Not a personal favorite of mine, but it is pretty. How can I say? It's a consistent episode. There's not that much that can go wrong. There are of course a few things here and there, but it's
Yeah, I
pretty
could agree
nice
with
to run.
that. I could agree with that. There's certainly a lot more execution focus in 4-5, I think. And we do have confirmation. Unsurprisingly, on the Viper side, we have Power Man. I know this is one of his favorite episodes to run in Sly 4. He's pretty good at it. Whereas on the Jackalope side, we actually have Frizz. That kind of surprises me a little bit. What do you think there, Aguiarino?
Chris versus Powerman. Expected? I don't, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. Honestly, I'm not shocked. Like,
I have no idea how much Frizz has actually played Sly 4 over the past, just like maybe since Tituary or something.
well, the thing with Frizz here, he's put in the high gear. He has played 4-5 earlier as well. I believe he played it against the. Wasn't it the Outback that beat them? I'm
That
getting
would
a little
probably make
feeler.
sense.
I think it was Beaver versus Frizz, and Frizz was actually keeping up quite well. My memory has been known to serve me wrong, so don't take my word on it, but I believe that is what happened.
I could see it. I could see it. Frizz is a king. No matter what episode he plays, he's gonna be goated.
Yeah, and then you have the runner-up, Queen, Rude, who
Yes.
who
Slay Rude.
yeah, slaying the. Oh my god, Queen. Rude has been practicing Sly 4. He's been running a bit of Sly 4. Though Frizz is the better Sly 4 runner, so it is expected. However, the 3-2, Frizz has also ran that, I believe. So I do think that maybe they're switching roles.
We could see, never before seen tactics where Frizz actually just runs all 3 episodes. If that does happen, they will be disqualified, but it could happen.
If investigations lead to that conclusion. And we are pretty bad at investigating, so, there is a chance, I guess, like, intentionally, but
I would have
hopefully
to
they
guess
don't cheat.
hopefully, I would have to guess this means Rude will probably be doing 3-2, Antho on 2-5.
Mm.
And then on the Viper side, we're probably going to see Canudi on 3-2, the Sly 3 Goat, and Gandhi on 2-5.
Yeah. The, I don't know. It seems to me here, the obvious choice would be probably Knuti versus Frizz, Gandhi versus Rude, and Powerman versus Antho. However, those two could switch. But Frizz is a bit better than Powerman, quite a bit. Has like I don't know. Frizz has ran I think less than Powerman, but I'm not sure how active Powerman is nowadays with Sly 4. So I think maybe the Jackalopes are thinking about trying to get a head start here, going into 3-2, which is rather short.
Yeah,
That is one thing
true.
that I was gonna say we haven't talked much about, but I don't think that much about. Is the fact that you kind of want to get shorter episodes because there's less time to pull back the lead, and maybe get the lead yourself.
A good point. And you also brought up a good point about Power Man perhaps not having played much Sly 4 lately. I know that he has been playing, I think, some Crash Bandicoot games. So we'll see if his muscle memory continues to guide him as he dips back into Sly 4 here a little bit. This is his favorite episode. He has pretty good PB in this episode. So he'll probably still be just fine.
Oh yeah, normal people we have biceps and triceps. Now Powerman has literal Sly 4 muscle. I think his right bicep is EP5. It's actually it's an unknown fact actually that
Yeah,
the muscle memory
absolutely
for Powerman
swole.
is real. Powerman is like I don't know how to even describe it. He's been playing it forever. Like he knows how to play a Sly 4. Like he knows the ins and outs, the corners, the crooks and the nannies. All
Yeah,
all that.
definitely. Frizz actually taken some routing that I had never seen before, but unlike these two giants of gaming, I am not that well versed on the most up-to-date strats in Sly 4. I know that over the past year, it was just crazy how much it's been developing in new strats, new routes, new techniques. I know people like Mappiotto just going absolutely insane, posting new findings almost daily at one point in the Sly 4 channel of the Speedrun Discord, which you should all join if you're not there.
Yeah. So just quickly, two confirmations in chat here. Mappiotto says the order doesn't matter here in the gems, and also Rude is confirmed that he hasn't touched his PS3 since the last ACES match.
Oh, wow.
The thing I think the Jackalopes has to hope that Rude is drunk enough to perform. It has been shown that Rude's performance is actually affected positively by consumption of alcohol.
Oh, wow. What do you know? Okay, well, I mean, he is Finnish. I could see some correlation there, perhaps.
Yeah. Or
How drunk will they get him?
A research material is essentially the one match he played sober, didn't do. I don't think they won. So that is the whole basis of our research. But yeah, no, the Finnish people they have some power in them. I don't know what it is. It's some Giga Chad aura.
Yeah, the Finnish are just. I think they actually, when they're born, they're handed a PS3 controller, and they're just immediately off on their learning experiences of Sly Cooper speedrunning.
Yeah. I do. I don't have anything to cross-reference with, but I think that is correct.
Yeah, just what I've heard.
Yeah. Also, one thing that didn't think much about here is the fact that me and Nave are probably the worst on experience in this game. So
Yeah.
we are here for the vibes, we're vibing like crazy. That we know the game, but we aren't experts.
I will give myself a little credit here. I did actually do Sly 4 100% for Tituary this year, and I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't have a great like PB time. I did actually want to go back and improve it, and then I kind of just didn't. But it was a fun experience. Sly 4 Hundo is actually a pretty fun category. It's long, but it's pretty fun.
I would actually say that this isn't really about you playing it, but Hundo in Sly 4, arguably maybe the best Hundo in the Sly series.
I mean, basically any of them are better than Sly 3 Hundo. Am I right, guys? Sly 3 Hundo? Boo.
Boo. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, the legal team's gonna have a field day with that one. But no, like like the way I look at Hundo, I like to think about how much the route changes to implement and to speed up getting everything. There's a lot to get in Sly 4. Kind of, I don't know, similar to Sly 1, I guess. Sly 1 has gotten really sick with the reroute done by Stens. Very,
Stens.
yeah. Yeah,
If you're
it's also
interested in Stens' Hundo rerouting for Sly 1, go ahead, look it up, get some info, do some learning, and get your runs in before time runs out for Racing for Gold.
True. Shout out Racing for Gold. Hundo week ends tomorrow. So midnight in the Eastern time zone, I believe. Or something.
Correct. 11:59 p.m. EST, American Eastern Standard Time. That's the deadline. Tomorrow.
The other boys are out to seek. Something about the snake bites. Is there something wrong with your voice?
Yeah, no, like it's I don't know what to say here. Like this, this has been a little bit of an auto-scroller. So
I was half hoping we would just say nothing for the next 3 minutes and it'd be really funny. But I think instead we can just talk about the next upcoming jobs. We actually have a split between, if I'm not mistaken, this is the point where you can choose between copycats or Up in Smoke. Is that right? Or am I getting ahead of myself here? Let me pull up slygolds.com to see the jobs.
Shout out slygolds.com. Great website to check the goals.
Now let's go rescue those thieves.
Alright, let's see. Sly 4. Episode 5. We just finished Open Sesame. Oh, of course! How could I forget? We have Rugrats coming up next. That's a really skill-intensive job where you play as Salim climbing up a tower, and there's a lot of like different strategies and shortcuts you can take. Within reason, you do still have to touch all of the chain triggers along the way. But even that job over the past few months has gotten faster and faster with new strats found. We'll see if Frizz and or Powerman knows how to bust out either of those, but Frizz holding a pretty strong lead right now. He might choose to just do some of the safer strats. We'll see.
Yeah, I believe this year has probably been the biggest year for changes in Sly 4, other than it was the second teacher we ever held. Or
is that the one where Remo made the tutorial?
Yeah, I believe so. Like he made it between the first and the second one, I think. That was when we managed to coerce Remo into playing the game.
Yeah. Shoutouts Remo. What a
shoutouts Remo, honestly. What a goat.
You're just gonna say everything I say, Augie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. We don't have much to say when there's just kind of, crawling through crawl spaces. But the exciting stuff's coming up soon.
After this loading screen.
After this next 3-minute loading screen. Sly 4, everybody. This is Sly 4 gameplay. When will we have load remover for Sly 4 speedruns? Any thoughts? Any knowers?
Now that we have modded consoles, there is a chance. You have to get some heavy modders on the case to be able to make that happen.
Let's get Canudi into hacking his PS3, finding all of the flags in the code, and just building a load remover himself. He could do it for sure.
Surely, yeah.
Surely.
Tutti goated on that shit. Easy, easy.
Frizz absolutely just destroying that first room. Perfect movement, very optimal. Using Salim's very unique ability in terms of ancestors. He has what is essentially a paraglider, just like Sly has, and no other ancestor has anything like that. It makes his movement a lot more Sly-esque and a lot more familiar to runners, which makes him really fun. He also has this, of course, climb up ropes and such super fast ability. But yeah, Salim's a pretty fun character to play, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, busting out the new strat. not going to get the pole out of the ground and instead going to
Ooh,
nice.
There we go.
Successful paraclimb up the wall over to the next area. Let's see if Power Man can do the same. That's a pretty tough strat from my understanding.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I've not done it myself, but I've been told that it's pretty tough.
You made it sound like Power Man is bad and can't do it.
No,
But, you
no.
know,
I mean,
you'll just have to prove you wrong. You know, I believe in
exactly,
Power Man.
exactly. It's pretty tough, and I will be impressed if both runners can do it. That's all I mean.
Actually, from watching, you know, like the watching perspective, it seems like Power Man is gonna go safe here. Take out these. I was gonna say anthills.
Scorpions. Anthills, yes, the anthills.
Scorpions.
Perfectly reasonable. I mean, in a race setting, sometimes consistency is what will pay off in the long term.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if we're thinking of the, how can I say it, just the straight up PB aspect of it. If we're not sure who comes next, but if it is, let's say, Rude versus Knuti, then Knuti is gonna have an advantage in Fly 3. So whatever time difference is gonna happen between Frizz and Powerman could easily be made up against Rude and Knuti, and if that is also Gandhi and Antho. You know.
Yeah. I mean, that is
anything can
so true, bestie. But also, while Knuti has an advantage in his Slide 3 skills, Rude has the advantage in his blood alcohol content. So I mean, it could even out. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah. Now you definitely don't wanna, you know, like our job is to, you know, call what's gonna happen and then see if it happens. You know?
Are you alright?
So let's see what happens, I guess.
Where am I?
Let's just, yeah. Our job is to see what happens.
Hell to create forgeries by that evil
You could some might say the train didn't arrive at the station.
From her
But,
mesmerizing music.
I'm here, you know, I'm here. I'm vibing.
I mean, the more load screens and cutscenes I watch, the more my hype, much like my blood sugar, just continues to go down. You know what I mean?
I climb halfway to the stars to rescue you.
Yeah.
And
If
expect
you
camel milk?
you know, if you hear a
Why do I
big
bother?
like donk sound, like a something hitting the table, either Nave passing out or me falling off my chair. Either way,
Right.
it could happen.
Either way, I mean, I'm really glad it's really sweet that you're able to just get to the point with needle-like precision. I really appreciate that. Looks like both runners have essentially finished the job. Vipers do still need to watch the finishing cutscene, but for all intents and purposes, they've at least finished the gameplay of Rugrats. And now, what I was saying earlier, we're going to potentially see some diversion in routing, depending on which job runners choose to do next. You can either do Up in Smoke or Copycats. I didn't see... Okay, looks like Frizz has chosen to do Up in Smoke.
Bit of a flying mission. It's
A
a
little RC helicopter action.
rather easy mission, but also easy to miss. You know, it's kind of like you're doing a drive-by. Like, we need to get fast.
I mean, you know what's at the end of this job, don't you, Augie? Yeah. What is it?
Attacking?
Yeah, we have an alter ego hack.
Alter ego. That's the best. I love alter ego.
Everybody's favorite. I do think alter ego, the first time you saw it on a casual playthrough, is pretty cool. And then every time after that, it sucks.
Yeah. Like the thing with alter ego that people are sleeping on is when the screen changes direction. That always gets me.
I think this is one where it does that, isn't it? Like, instead of panning to the right, as you often do in video games, it's actually going to switch to going left.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, I'm excited.
I could be wrong. We'll see.
Yeah. I have no clue.
Oh, and we do have some route divergence with Powerman choosing to do copycats next. So this is a very rare thing in speedrunning where you're actually able to have a little bit of route differences just because, you know, normally speedrunning there's an optimized route, everybody does it the exact same way. Episode 5 though, pretty unique in that regard.
Well, the reason for this is when you end a job in Slide 4, compared to Slide 2 and 3, you don't end at the end zone of that job. You end in the safe house. And once you start in the safe house, usually there's only one job you can select, but here you have 2 jobs.
True. And there's basically no time difference, but whichever one you choose. Here we go, Alter Ego! I'm already immediately just very glad we don't have any more Sly 4 episodes in this race, because I would not want to see this more than once today.
Yeah, the Alter Ego is good. I like Alter Ego.
I think the way that they changed the, like, I think it's called System Cracker, where you drive around a, like, tank thing, that one's pretty cool.
The standard one, the Sly standard.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, when I'm playing casual, I actually prefer the motion control. I think that's pretty
Really?
satisfying. Yeah.
Spark Runner.
Sparkrunner, yeah, I might honestly be the only one. I've almost never heard anyone like that one. They always say it's bad because you have to use motion control.
I mean, it's fine. Like, it's not incredible, but yeah, I could see the enjoyment. You know, I could see why you might like it.
You know, it's like when you're like I might blow my memory here for a few people, but you know when you're like maybe in your cabin or something like that, or like someone's cabin, you're playing Super Mario Kart on the like either the Nintendo 64 or the Super Nintendo. For me, it was a Super Nintendo. And then, you know, when you're driving and you're turning, you kind of turn IRL as well when you're driving.
Right,
you know?
right.
Obviously,
Yeah.
it could be for any other racing game as well, but yeah, that kind of gives me that motion. So every time when I'm like off stream, because I don't want to be facing the camera, I just like whenever I'm doing it, I'm kind of turning my whole body with the controller.
Yeah, that's a lot of turning you got to do, but I do understand.
Yeah.
Power Man doing a great job and actually using the Murray gadget. Oh man, what's that called? Something like clothesline, Dropo combo, El Macho, whatever.
I was gonna say El Dropo Macho, but no, that's not the one. Dropo, I think that's the flame thing, right? When you like thunderflops, you know? I think that's El Dropo,
Yeah.
something like that.
Using the clothesline strat that's new from this year to break through those wooden barriers, save a little bit of time. Very cool. Actually putting otherwise useless gadgets to some sort of use.
Clothesline a la Macho.
A la Macho. There it is. Yeah, they have some crazy gadget names. Sly 4 has the most gadgets out of any Sly game, I think. And the vast majority of them are just either like some sort of combat upgrade or just something completely useless. It's actually insane how many gadgets there are in this game.
Yeah, and they also do fuck all. There's like, I think, what was it? It was something like if you have all gadgets available, you save like, what was it? Like a minute or something like that with all gadgets? Or like, maybe not all, maybe a little bit more with some of them that has gotten more usage. But like with the one that wasn't mainstream for any percent to get because of coin counts. There was something like that. And then, you know, if you do it in slide 2 or 3, you know, we have a crazy difference here.
We got a lovely quick kill on the Jackalope side, and then Power Man just breezing through that like rushing river portion under the boat there. That was lovely. I always get blown up by the TNT. But you know, I'm not Power Man. I'm not very good at this game.
Yeah.
I had a terrible nightmare.
I don't know what I do there. I think I just go full slow-mo.
Like a snake,
And using Flash Bomb to get past these guards. So even if they put their light on you, the Flash Bomb effect essentially makes it where they just don't see you.
You brought me many delicious snacks. What is with you guys?
Now this rat friend guy of Salim,
Don't worry about him.
he's my favorite. He's my favorite. Who is this insolent pup?
Is my assistant.
Yeah, I love when he talks about
What are
snacks.
you talking about?
Yeah, I know that's all your that's why you're able to relate to them so much.
Yeah, I'm like right there with him. I'm like, dude, I also love snacks.
hopping
Yeah.
up and down, getting ready to
that's
have
me right there
some
when I get my
lasagna.
snacks.
Yeah.
When my mom brings me a box of 3 Kinder Buenos. That's
Oh
me right
yeah,
there.
I do the same when your mom brings me a box of 3 Kinder Buenos.
Of course you do, because your blood sugar spikes through the roof.
Yeah, right.
that,
Precis.
that loading screen, so you passing out. Fucking goners. Don't worry about it. You know, we have it under control. But yeah. Actually, fun fact, you know, here when Power Man is destroying these turrets here, um, I actually went to the store and bought some candy, and in those candies they had Pokemon sour candies, and I was like,
Holy.
what? So they have like the 3 starters of Kanto region. They have Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, and they have Pikachu, but Pikachu looks like Mew. I don't understand it. It is so
they,
weird.
they really fumbled the bag on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Murray, the seat known as the Tiger.
And now that the Jackalopes, now that Frizz has finished his Up in Smoke, he will be following in Power Man's footsteps to complete Copycats. And then once Power Man finishes Copycats, we'll then see him follow Frizz's footsteps of doing Up in Smoke. So we'll just be seeing the runners basically doing what the other has already done.
Yeah, so at this moment it's kind of hard to see who is actually ahead. So you kind of have to just imagine that Frizz is ahead right now, because he was ahead going into the job selection, and then we have to wait until they're both like at the same job again, then we can start comparing.
Right, right.
So
I would say it's a safe bet to say Frizz is just a little bit ahead right now.
Yeah. Like, I can't say I've seen much of difficulties from any of them, really. So, like,
Not too much.
I can assume that they're pretty much even. Like, if they were like, let's say, 30 seconds difference, then now it's probably like a 28 or something, 25 maybe, who knows? Something like that.
Surely the chat or our restreamer will give us some numbers once we're able to get in a more stabilized position. Power Man living up to his namesake and literally powering his way through this hack. I think this is the end right here. Yep.
Beautiful. Hack complete. Actually, fun fact. This is actually topical fun fact. I got a work contract this month to work for a logistics
let's go.
company, and I was just walking there, in the storage, the storage house. I don't know what it's called in English, like where they have all the parcels and shit like that,
Yeah,
And
sure
I was
are.
walking there, and I looked down on this box, and the box says Power Man.
Holy, you guys ship Power Man?
Yeah, so we actually have a decent amount of Power Mans at our
Wow.
disposal. And I was like, surely it's called something like, like like a Power Man vacuum or something like that. No, it's just Power Man, straight up. Like nothing in front, nothing behind, Power Man. I was
Wow.
like, damn, I should take a picture of this, but for obvious reasons I can't take a picture of.
Right, of course. The NDA and all that. I mean, I believe his full username is Powerman6600, so you have at least 6,599 other Power Men in your storehouse, I would say.
Who knows how many Power Mans there are in the world?
I mean,
There could be many.
There could be many.
But yeah. So now
And now Power Man getting into Up in Smoke. Wow. Frizz taking out some cannons, doing the same stuff.
Yeah. Since Hula isn't here to give a candy update, I'll taste each of these candies and tell what I'm thinking. Let's try the Pikachu first.
Alright.
Lemon. Obviously.
Pikachu is lemon. You guys heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
Yep. It's like sour lemon. It's like sour lemon.
Would you feel like you're getting like a little bit of a tingly shock from a sour lemony Pikachu?
Way to go, big guy.
Yeah.
I'll meet you on the other
It's
side.
sour. It's sour, man.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys are not a fan of sour candy, do not eat Pikachu.
Mm. Well, warning, all of these are sour, so,
Oh, okay. Well,
Really-
maybe you just don't eat any Pokemon.
Yeah, well, don't eat the poke. Hey! raid from Ison. Thank you, Ison. Welcome.
Yo, Ison, thank you for the raid. How was Sly 3 any percent? Did you PB, son? Welcome in, Raiders. We are in a semi-finals match of the ACES competition between the Venice Vipers, comprised of Canuti, Gandhi, Powerman, and the Cottonmouth Jackalopes, Frizz, Rude, and Antho. And as you can see, we have Sly 4 episode 5, and next we're going to be seeing Sly 3 episode 2. And the final episode of today's race will be Sly 2 episode 5. We're going to be going to Prague, we're going to be fighting the Contessa. We're going to be, you know, warding off some mind control shenanigans. It's going to be a good time.
Those sharks look as hungry as
Isn't that 2-4?
I mean, there's some mind control in 2.5 when you're on the rooftop fight, you know?
Hey, spoilers. Jesus.
Spoilers, it's just... Sheesh. Tyson says he's got a 6:39:57 Danish any percent. Nice job. I believe that's like a 20-minute PB or something.
That's
I think
crazy.
I think he just got a sub 7 on the last run and already getting some massive improvement. Love to see it.
So we're at the point now where we, like, this is the unfortunate part of the route change or the route split. When two players are doing two different routes, is that we, you know, now we're just basically rewatching. So
Really?
yeah, so you know, Chris is hoisting up the ship. Powerman is in the best hack of all time, Alter Ego. Can he do damageless? Just have to wait and see.
I don't think so. Looks like he already took damage.
Shit.
It's already happened.
Oh, let's hope he can go for 1 damage run.
These sharks don't have laser.
One, yeah, single damage. That's definitely a category I've heard of.
Shout out the category extensions.
Now, the hack that Frizz is going into is much shorter than this Alter Ego hack, but honestly, I mean, they're still kind of close. Like, they're both essentially entering the final parts and final cutscenes of their respective jobs, so it's still kind of hard to tell who's ahead. Maybe Frizz just a little bit, but they're pretty close.
The loading screen. Oh, that's a short one.
That was a quick one. I was actually impressed by that. Frizz
I
immediately killing any damageless attempts. Love to see it.
yeah, he doesn't like those challenges.
No, not a fan. Or perhaps RNG manip? Question mark?
Could be, you know how.
Disclaimer, not an RNG manip.
Yeah. But if it was, you could have figured that out in the Sly speedrunning Discord. Join it. That was
True.
extremely bad shout out, but
Yeah, that was like the most half-hearted shout out. Go to speedrun.com, go to any Sly Cooper page on that website, and you can get the Discord link there. Also, if you type !Discord in this chat, you'll be able to join the Sly Gold's events Discord, where you can get updates on things like this for the ACES competition. You can get updates for the Racing for Gold event that's happening right now, and any other crazy future events we're going to have. I'm positive we're going to be having the annual Sly to any percent race for New Year's Eve. So if you're like me, you're a loser who stays at home and doesn't go to parties for New Year's, join the Sly 2 any percent race. It'll be a good time. We all hang out. It's really not a race so much as it is an excuse to just hang with the boys. You know what I mean?
Sorry. You'll have to take that
and
up
to
with
have
him.
something to do at New Year's, which originally wasn't quite the point, you know, because this started as just like a couple of boys in the Discord, you know, doing some Sly 20%. But you know, when we started streaming it, you know, it became a thing where people, you know, that doesn't have anything to do, they can hop in. They can do shit. However, you know, my personal participation of the event is likely not happening because I'm flying to Finland on the 1st at 7 a.m.
Wow,
For
that's
Finland.
crazy that you're going to be doing the 80% race from a plane.
Yeah.
I
That
do
is
also
crazy.
want to mention our chat has done half our job for us by also shouting out our Patreon, where you can support Sly Golds, our website, all of our events And we also have merch. Specifically right now, we are featuring some ACES merch. You can get a hat or a mug of your favorite ACES team. Go check that stuff out too. We appreciate it.
Disclaimer, some of the merch are not available due to restrictions. Not going into detail, but yeah, if you can't find the team you want, don't think about it.
Don't think, just forget it. It's not your favorite team anymore. And we have Frizz going into Heavy Metal Meltdown. Now this job kind of gives me a little PTSD because I once had my own meltdown in Heavy Metal Meltdown, and it's just it was a nightmare. But I do actually like this job a lot, particularly from a casual perspective, because the I don't know, like the quaint piano music that plays as you run around, I rather enjoy it. You know, maybe it's not the most sophisticated thing,
Of
but I
course
like
is.
it.
It's classical.
True.
This is very, very sophisticated. Like I feel like I'm at dinner right now.
Is that Beethoven? Is that Mozart? It's beautiful.
I don't know. We will have to wait and see.
I know that there have. Whoa! I haven't seen that before. I was just about to say there's been new updates and strats in this job too, and Frizz just showed one of them, where you can actually hit the trigger for that vase from underneath. That's so neat.
Yeah. Also, my phone is going crazy right now. It says here that the next up are Knutty versus Rude, as we predicted.
Wow, yeah, we're gonna be seeing some amazing 3-2 action from two goats of Sly 3. I remember when Rude first joined the Sly community, he was actually a Sly 3 runner, and then quickly transitioned to being a Sly 1 runner instead. But perhaps those old memories of running Sly 3 through his drunkenness will come back and guide him through the Australian outback.
Hmm.
I think we can safely say, now that the runners have reconverged on the routes, we definitely see Frizz basically a Salim section ahead, which is not too much.
Oh,
Probably like a minute or less. Frizz is struggling, giving Power Man a little time to catch up here. We got about a minute and 30-second difference between the two runners.
yep. Thank you, the man in the chair. Got the confirmation there. We
our producer on the
also
back end.
want to give a confirmation that the Charmander candy tastes like blood orange.
Blood orange. I was hoping you'd say it tastes like charcoal, like fire, but you know, I guess blood orange is fine too.
I wonder, do you think there is any like candy that has charcoal flavor? Do you think like the beans?
Yeah, like black licorice. Yeah,
Black licorice? Does that
Yeah, if
taste
you-
like charcoal?
it tastes terrible. Yep. So if you're a black licorice fan, sorry, you're wrong.
It can be good, you know? It's not that bad.
Well, Augie, I mean, you'd probably eat about anything, so sorry, your opinion's wrong.
You're shitting on me for
Let's
liking
just-
black licorice when you can't eat it? What are you talking about?
That's true. I guess I wouldn't know, would I?
Your medical hatred does not affect this decision. It's, this is bias right here from both sides.
My doctors told me this. I just took their opinions.
Okay, so leave the bug is active.
Horrendous hogwash. That's me when I hear black licorice. Yep, I agree, Miss Decibel. Frizz finishing up Heavy Metal Meltdown, while Power Man is in the Bentley section, not too far behind. He just needs to get the bugs onto these vases. Or they're not bugs, they are like music speakers. I don't remember really what he's doing. Setting up a death abuse to just more quickly get back to the starting area rather than doing restart checkpoint.
Very nice. Very nice.
Another new strategy.
Update, the Squirtle candy tastes like soap.
Tastes like soap, you know?
Yep.
It makes sense that he has like the bubbles attack or something.
Yep.
And that's what soap does, right?
Get this soap bubble beam. No wonder there's bubbles.
Makes
No.
sense. He's actually trying to clean his opponents. And Frizz does not lock his game. Perfect. So, for operations, rather than mashing start and using skip cinematic, there's actually a chalk talk where you need to press circle. But if you, just by instinct, or maybe you're not paying attention, if you do press start on a specific frame as that chalk talk's trying to start, you can't actually hard lock your game. So, thankfully, Frizz remembered to just press circle. Sadly, he remembered to press circle, so we don't get to watch another chalk talk like we have previously in an ACES run.
I love the chalk talk.
Chalk talk watchers
Okay,
are crying.
let's check the ages here. Dave, did you in school have those like blackboards with chalk?
No, I'm old, but I'm not that old.
No, that's crazy because I'm younger than you and we had them.
Well, maybe, I mean, I also went to a pretty poor school, but I guess somehow we just weren't as poor. I don't know.
You have like whiteboards?
If you mean like the kind that you use markers on, yes.
Yeah. Wow. Then Norway really a third world country over here.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
truly. Yeah, one of the richest countries in the world, still a third world country.
Wait, hold on here. Hold on. Did Frizz just shake?
Did he? I was thinking about blackboards and markers and chalk.
Did you have those light projectors? With the like transparent like text thing?
Where you had to put like the sheet on the projector. Yeah, we did have those for.
He's
oh
a
my
shaker.
god, a
Oh.
shaker!
Oh god.
It's
Oh,
Norway.
that's devastating.
I can't believe it. I think
Someday I will get Bentley back.
I think the race has concluded, and Vipers have taken the W due to the furry habits of the Jackalopes.
Well, we'll have to see if Power Man is also one of them.
I mean, it's true. We could even out. We could have two losers in today's race.
Yeah. Don't get any ideas, in some countries, shaking your ass will get you money,
Too bad.
but not every country. Is Power Man a shaker? He's a shaker!
We got double
Oh.
shakers.
Oh! Oh, devastating.
Oh, Lord. I know Rude is just having a crazy time in chat right now, watching double shaking on his screen right now.
Come on. How many Cooper gang members does it take to open a door?
This is a very long sequence, as you're seeing. Much like many things in Sly 4, that we just kind of have to bear and grin it.
Are you a shaker, Dave?
I'm not a shaker, no.
Same here.
Thank God Frizz has finished. The shaking's over, at least on half of the screen. Now, Augie, if you were hanging out with your grandpa,
Yep.
and your grandpa was like, hey man, do you mind if I go watch your girlfriend belly dancing? Would you be okay with that?
Well, there is some problems there. First of all, Grandpa is in a retirement home. He has dementia, and he is quite racist.
Hey,
And I don't have a girlfriend.
All right, Salim.
So,
well, that
in a
does...
hypothetical sense, let's say
Earned your retirement.
20 years
Go
ago,
enjoy it.
if I were the same age, obviously, but my grandpa was 20 years younger, what am I gonna do? She's making the bag. It's respectable.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, you're like, alright, grandpa. Yeah, I want you to be happy. But on the other hand, you're like, it's kind of weird, grandpa. It's my girlfriend.
Well, retirement homes goes crazy though. Oh,
Epic music change over to the secret time-traveling blimp factory place. We're going to be doing more hacking as Bentley. I think this is actually not only the final hack of the whole game, question mark, but it is a spark runner as well.
There's no, is there no hacking in the final, like, in the bin?
Just point me in the
That's what I was trying to remember, and nothing's coming to mind. I don't think there is any hacking in the Paris epilogue.
I can use the security cameras to guide the RC
Huh.
car.
Hacking
Interesting.
in the Paris hub, if you're
Doesn't
talking
count.
about the arcade, that does not count. This is
The
not a
arcade?
100% run.
The arcade, it's the that's a spare time activity. We're on real time attack.
Yeah, we have jobs. We gotta get to work. We gotta squeak our way.
This is a squeaker. Okay, the redemption arc has started.
Redemption. He might be a shaker, but he's also a squeaker.
Yeah,
Can't let those goons catch me.
that's fantastic.
Really
I'm not-
appreciate those clocks on the wall that do nothing but really just thematically symbolize the time traveling aspect of this game.
The question is, can we get an audio change to Power Man in a little bit here to see if Power Man is also a squeaker?
We need to know if they're both shakers. Surely they're both squeakers, right?
You don't like what that implies. There's no implication. That is the
It's a true or false check. Squeaker or no squeaker.
implication. That is the like long version of imply, right?
I whipped up a surprise
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
the leftover material from
Actually, you know, I've said that word many times over the years. I've never checked, and I've just gone for it and hoped that no one called me on it. You know, as a foreigner, there's some words that I'm like, I know, but I don't.
You know what, Augie? I'd say you're doing just fine. Oh, we
Thank
do
you.
have a squeaker.
Oh, yes. The
Double
question is,
shakers, double
is
squeakers.
Power Man listening to us right now, or the team listening to us right now, calling for him to squeak? Be
Is
on the same
Power
redemption arc?
Man in the room with us right now?
The only way we could know this is if Power Man were to have ran first. But Power Man is squeaking quite intensely here, so I do believe we have a double redemption arc going on here.
It's true, and the more you mash, if you have a higher BPM on your mashing for the squeaking, you do actually increase the RC car speed by, I believe it's 1%.
It's actually a common misconception. It's actually not the speed of the RC car, but it's the amount of attacks the guards behind it does. So it looks like it's going faster.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Frizz playing it very safe on this Spark Runner section because those like bouncing machines can really ruin your day if they'll bounce you off the stage. But he made it safe. He's fine.
Okay,
Meanwhile, Powerman going through the vents, not too far behind Frizz, honestly.
we have a question from the chat. We talked about this a little bit before, but what Sly has better hundo? 1 or 2? What do you reckon?
Well, I've not actually played Sly 2 Hundo in a speedrunning sense.
Sure,
It's a
you've
little
seen
bit
it
hard
though.
for me to provide. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Seen it, just haven't experienced it myself. But I might have to give the edge to Sly 1, and I'll explain why. It's because in Sly 2, while the movement and everything of it is obviously, I mean, it's just goated. It's really fun. And it doesn't have fast like Sly 1 does, and that's a huge negative for me. At least Sly 1 has more variety with doing the collecting bottles, collecting vaults. There's a lot of really interesting movement there. The MTSs. Whereas Sly 2 Hundo, it's just any percent with bottles and safes, yes, but like they're almost like an afterthought. You know, they're so just minorly impactful. They only add like 20 minutes to the run.
I do think if the vault would be towards, in some way, the end of the level, like, not really that you have to open it during a job, but like maybe a section you can't access until you've completed all the jobs or something like that. It would have been really good, because then you could actually collect bottles throughout every job when it fit you, which would have made it better.
That
But I
sounds really
personally-
interesting.
I personally like that, that you
Oh.
have more to do generally. Like Sly 4, I feel like you're kind of almost constantly doing something. If it's bottle, if it's treasures, whatever it might be.
Exactly. That's why Sly 4 Hundo's so good. There's just a wide variety of things.
You know, Sly 1, for that matter, there is, you know, there's more Hundoens per square capita. So I
True.
do think that brings it for Sly 1 for me. And
Yeah.
also, I see Mapioto saying Sly 1 has been mentioned with 4 Pokies, which I will assume it's for a bingo. However, Sly 1 was mentioned earlier in the game. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You
We
should
do
have been watching.
see on the Jackalope side as Frizz is nearing the end of Sly 4 Episode 5 and his final battle against Miss Decibel here. We do have Rude set up in the Australian Outback safe house, ready to run as soon as Frizz finishes. So we'll see how that handoff goes once we get there. We got just a couple more minutes. We're looking at like a 52, maybe 51 something on the timer from Frizz's side. Oh, there is this section as well. I kind of forgot. But not too much longer, I swear.
Yeah. These ones, you know, I do believe there is invisible balls sometimes. You know, I personally like balls fully visible. So,
Right, yeah, I know you prefer to like see and like handle the balls directly, but you
Yeah.
are correct that sometimes the game just won't spawn them correctly, or it'll spawn them very late. Either way.
very unfortunate when that happens, you know. But
Yeah.
But yeah, that's is it RNG? Is it whenever you start the if you start the slow mo as it's like loading in? Who knows? You know, I'm not a scientist. But
I
yeah,
don't know what causes it, but it does seem kind of random a little bit. Maybe like Remo or someone in chat knows a bit more.
yep. Chris going in for the last one here. Last phase, full HP actually, rare. Oh, talk about it.
Well, I think
it
that
is-
was intentional, but yes.
Yeah, it's intentional, but you know, I feel like there's more intentional earlier in this, isn't there? Or is
There
it
can
just
be.
these?
Depends on her attacks, I think. How you're manipulating her attacks and such.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful right there. Oh, double hit.
Gotta be a little careful, getting a little low now. He just needs one more hit. As soon as Miss Decibel runs into this last electric tower, that will be time. Time!
And we have some delay here, some desync. So Rude is already grinding and gaming and choking.
And
the start
joking, yeah, he did miss a disguise jump. That's going to be a commonly used mechanic we're going to see as we transition to a different Sly game. Sly 3 has disguise jumps. How do those work, Augie? Do you know?
Disguise jumps. Disguise jumps. Yeah, I know how disguise jumps work. You get you set your position at the high spot. You whack the cane to get some like ground so you can enable the costume. And when you enable the costume, it launches you up to the spot where your ground was previously set, and you go fly. But you switch out of the costume right before, so you actually can do some sneaky thief moves.
That
It's
is
like-
actually correct. Good job.
It's like that's like the 5-year-old explanation. There's probably a better way to explain it, but yeah.
I was on
basic-
board. I got you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was a little bit in a pickle there when you asked me because I wasn't expecting it, but you know, we're here.
Well, we have Distonk. Sadly, we don't see Distonk CSS. Maybe
Yeah.
Canudi goes for it, likely not. It only saves like 10 seconds maybe, and it is very difficult. But it would be super hype, and it would give Vipers a chance to have a little bit of a comeback. As Power Man is also in the same position, he just needs a single hit on Miss Decibel to finish the job.
Yeah, but has great health
That-
here.
Is time on the
Time.
Viper side.
Ooh, that was a very nice timing to start. That was like perfect for the stream. Don't know if it was early, don't know if it was late, or it was perfect. Who knows? We'll have to see.
Shoutouts to the producer, Stens, doing a great job at transitioning our games here. We're
Absolutely
both here
fantastic.
in Sly 3 now. We got Canuti versus Rude. And I definitely give the advantage to Canuti there. Sly 3 legend. However, Rude is ahead thanks to Frizz's lead that he gathered, so we'll see if he can maintain it or not. There is, there are some RNG elements to this episode. There's some crazy tricks like Lemon Rage CSS. A lot of scary stuff ahead.
Also, we're listening to this in Dutch. Netherlands. This is a little bit of a change from English. So, hope everyone brought their dictionary. We're here, we're ready. It's fast. That's like, that like when people ask in the chat, this is usually the person or people that doesn't know how speedruns typically work that will ask this question. It is, however, funny when someone is asking that does speedrun, that asks this question. Why are you doing X? X is always because it's faster. In like
Exactly.
99% of the cases. Unless they're doing something wrong, and then it should be fast. But I suck. But that's like 0.1% of the time. For some.
Precisely. If you don't know why they're running a language, it's either because it's faster, or maybe in some cases it's because they just prefer that language for whatever reason.
Also, shoutouts to the Vipers. Their route or their episode pick choice made it perfect, so they look like a traffic light.
Thank you, Vipers, for the order of the games we have here today.
Currently, it's gonna change a little bit, but it's great. I like it. That tickles my brain. That's nice. But yeah, no, we this is exciting. We're in reset heaven. Not in the reset the run, but reset the game. Because Sly 4 doesn't have any game resets, but now we are resetting the game. Just keep
Rude.
listening.
Sly 4 has a lot of loading screens. Sly 3 has a lot of reset screens. Both have a lot of cutscenes. That's poetry right there. Poetry in motion.
But yeah, this is something that you shouldn't say, but I'm gonna say it because it is exciting. And that is, with resets and loads, there comes the possibility of locks. It has happened before to teams that they have been hoisted out of the winning chance because of them. It's always sad to see, but it's very exciting. So, hope that nothing happens, But it just saying, it could happen.
It wouldn't be the first time. I mean, just in this competition of ACES, we've had huge lead swaps due to soft locks, sound locks, hard locks, whatever.
Dreadlocks.
Dreadlocks.
Yep.
Deadlocks.
Yeah.
All kinds of locks.
Yeah.
We really need to hire like a locksmith for the Sly community. Probably solve a lot of our problems.
Yeah. Or the developers could have, ported the game correctly.
True. Yeah.
That is also true. That is on some server, by the way. Padlocks. Thank you, Gandhi. Do we have any more locks? Like, what other locks do we have here?
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The Goldilocks zone, so much.
We want our runs to not be too slow, or sometimes even too fast. We want them to be just right.
Yep.
That's a fairy tale joke for you guys. Augie, did you know that in 2022, 54% of U.S. adults have a literacy rate equal to or below a 6th grade level?
Really?
Yeah. You guys, everybody out there, read a book. Read more. It's really good for you.
How do you define the illiteracy rate?
I'm not a scientist. I just read the statistics from the
Well,
government.
let's
or
say
whatever.
illiterate. That's when you can't read or write, right?
Yeah, completely illiterate would be you can't read, can't write, and
Yeah.
there is a percentage of that as well. But yeah, 6th grade level is not very high for reference. That's like beginning of middle school.
Yeah, so does it mean that the reading capability and writing capabilities are on the same level as sixth graders?
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't like aren't like sixth graders pretty okay?
Maybe in Norway.
Like,
Norway has a pretty high literacy rate, so you guys are fine.
wait, we have a high illiteracy rate.
No, high literacy, except
Oh.
for you apparently.
This is baffling me because I'm thinking to when like I was in the sixth grade. Well, it probably would be like fifth grade maybe because I think you guys have 1 year less than us. I think.
I don't know. Do you
Yeah.
guys do like kindergarten?
Well, we have kindergarten. Where you can do like you can also choose to not go to kindergarten, but most people do. We don't
Okay.
have the preschool thing. We just have kindergarten and then like school, like elementary.
Yeah, I think in
Then
America, at least like how I knew it, when I was, many decades ago,
Mm.
preschool was optional, but not kindergarten. You start like you have to start at kindergarten at least. You can optionally start at preschool, which is before that, and then you move on from there.
How many years from the start of elementary before high school do you do?
I think some areas vary, like the exact grade level that high school will start or middle school, but it's typically around maybe like 9 or 10 or something.
Grade?
Grade/years, yeah.
Yeah.
So like for me, the high school I went to started at 9th grade. Middle school started at 6th, but I've heard some people say their middle school starts at 5th. Like, it could be slightly different, but yeah. Meanwhile, we have we have
Made it
Frizz
narrowly.
going through not Frizz, Rude going through dark caves. He struggled a little bit with the disguise jump to go backwards through the level to save a lot of time, but he did manage to hit it.
Yeah,
Did a great job.
that's beautiful. For anyone wondering, me and Nave, we rarely talk actually. Like the time zones and work and stuff, we rarely talk. So like this is our like time, So don't
Yeah,
worry
we're
about
just chatting. We're not
it.
even.
Now we're just chatting and like it's like when the boys are watching like a football game, We're just vibing here. We're talking about it a
You
little
guys
bit.
are watching Sly. I'm like playing Elden Ring on the side. No, not really, but
Are you, I was gonna say, are you actually like that'd be crazy?
that
You're
would be
doing a
crazy.
good job, man.
No, I'm not actually doing that. It would just be funny if I was completely ignoring the amazing gameplay in front of our eyes. We're
Yeah.
seeing some great movement actually from Rude. I think the drunkenness is paying off. He's not missed too much really.
Oh,
Did struggle with some disguise jumps, but otherwise, been kind of
Yeah.
nailing it.
I'm gonna say this now. I think we have to get back to like real commentating now, and then we have to we shelve the conversation until the claw, and then we get back into it.
Right? Yeah.
I think
the
that's
claw.
we have the claw. So we okay. So now Power Man heading into the room with the mini boss that is like kind of random. I quite don't understand here what's going on with this because you take out the like I've talked about this before in a ACES match, but like the drill here doesn't make any sense. Like
Somehow the drill is like electrically connected to the door, and if the drill stops working, the door's lock stops working.
Oh, I'm not thinking about the plot of the game. I'm thinking about the actual drill. Like, what is it drilling? Is it like just like a horizontal drill? Does it like extend out? How did they get the hole made in the first place?
It's a good point, maybe they dug the hole out by hand and then installed the drill, and I think it's supposed to dig down, just in a very weird way.
But like, if it's digging down, at some point it's gonna hit that like middle like spike part, right? But that spike
Right.
part isn't big enough to take out the rest of the hole. So are they just gonna like let it go until it stops and then?
I guess they just hope that the next 6 feet down is going to be enough. That's all they need.
Like, we hope we can find the moonstone 6 feet down, guys. The opal
Surely.
and moonstones, they're going crazy. Yeah. Rude doing all that. Oh, that's nice movement.
Got the ledge grab. It can be done ledge grabless. But I think Rude's doing just fine. I think we actually did see some route divergence. We were talking about this for Sly 4 episode 5 with Up in Smoke and Copycats. I think you can do a similar thing here in Sly 3 episode 2 between Spelunking and Dark Caves, which I think Rude did Dark Caves first and then has gone into Spelunking.
Yeah.
And we'll go into Big Truck after.
Mm.
Any truckers in chat?
Pas op, zuiger, ik ga je bestuiteren.
Big Truck is probably my favorite job of this. Except Lemon Rage's music.
True, good point. Goated music, goated job.
I will say, before the Big Truck GIF became a thing, or animated emo,
Ja.
didn't like Big Truck. But it has changed me,
Yeah, honestly,
fundamentally.
thank you, I think it's Frizz? Yeah, thank you, Frizz, for the truckin' emote. I think Frizz also made this emote, which we won't get to see in today's race, sadly. But the CHD emote is another really good one.
Yeah. You know, double shout out here to keep it balanced. Shout out to Frizz for being king of memes. And shout out to Knuti for going Big Truck immediately here. Like, speed demon on Big Truck. I love it. I love it. I need Big Truck in my life.
Much like you were saying earlier, I don't necessarily want to jinx it or anything, but Big Truck is actually a hot spot for sound locks on this load right here. The fact that he hasn't immediately started a reset process tells me that he is fine. And I do hear it as well, so yeah, we're good.
I think Knuti is at the point of level now where he can sniff out sound. Like he can feel it when it's happening.
Yeah, Knuti, if you don't know, kind of a Sly 3 legend. I think he has world record right now.
I believe so, yeah.
I'm gonna double check that. Go to speedrun.com/Sly3. And yeah, he does have the any percent world record. 5 hours, 50 minutes, 24 seconds.
Sub 50 happening soon. When Knuti is in, or Bacon Man started to take the wheel again.
He also has the episode 2 world record, being the only person on the entire leaderboard to have a sub 50 in episode 2. He has a 49.39, so he absolutely crushed it. Rude, meanwhile, his PB is also pretty good for episode 2. It's 51.45. That was 2 years ago.
It also seems like Rude is the world record holder for the drinking game. Confirmed by his teammate in chat.
Yeah, I believe that. He has the experience, he has the knowledge. Very skilled at the drinking. And at the drinking game in Sly 3.
Oh, the truck, man. This is peak television. Get your mom in here. Get your dad. Get your grandma, grandpa. Hopefully they're still alive. You know.
Hopefully they're not watching your girlfriend belly dancing.
True, actually. I don't know.
So what do we do with giant trucks? We use them to collect giant soldier scorpions, of course. What else would you do with a big truck, you morons? We're gonna crush the blue ones to cool off the tires from the hot sand in this desert. And we're gonna collect the red ones in order to drive out the miners from their mines so that we can, I don't know, save the land or whatever. Plot.
You know, this, I believe, is quite topical, actually. Because the problem in episode 2 is that the miners have taken over the nice reservations and started to mine them. Oh my god, that was a wombo combo deluxe right there. Holy.
Sadly,
okay.
I think you actually don't get a double when you get the last one.
Did he have one left or 2 left?
He needed 1 more, and then he collected 2. And you actually only get 1 for that. Kind of sucks.
Well, then it's just skill, you know.
True. Just a flex.
Yeah. Weird flex, but okay, you know. But it's cool. You know, cool flex, but okay.
Extremely good tower climb. That was so fast.
Yeah, that. This is the thing here, you know. Knuti, Rude, both people from the Finlandia. both
Ik heb de scope
gaming
nu helemaal
goats.
te pakken.
You know, this is crazy.
And we have, out of the 6 runners today, literally 50% of them are Finnish. And as we established earlier, Finnish Sly 3 runners are just absolutely goated.
Yeah.
Kom op!
You know,
Looks like Rude has also gotten away with no lock as he enters the big truck arena.
Ja!
So that is really good news for both teams.
Het gaat goed!
Now it just kind of comes down to RNG on how much time the Jackalopes can try to make up. If they have really good RNG and Vipers have bad, maybe that helps. But I mean, Knuti's kind of doing fine here.
Ja!
It's not great, but it's not bad either.
yeah, big trick is kind of one of those where, like, you know, it either goes really well or it doesn't go well.
Yeah, for sure.
But Knuti is very good at flipping right here.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he's much like you, he knows how to like just kind of tumble around, you know?
Yeah,
Good at trucking.
yeah. Huge logistic fan right here.
Only needs one more. Needs some RNG spawn here. Oh, there it is across the map. Not too bad. Kind of coming his way. That'll finish off big truck on the Viper side.
That tire went a little bit crazy.
Nee, nee!
How scared would you be if scorpions this size came into your workplace?
I'd be scared enough that I wouldn't just stand there and let it kill me. I'd keep running.
Yeah,
I'd be very scared actually. That's especially because my workplace is my home. If there were scorpions in my home, I'd be kind of terrified.
yeah. Now that is terrifying.
Hopefully you don't have any of those in your storeroom like you do have the powermen.
Bro, I live in North Norway. It's
I mean, you never know.
the biggest spider
Global
is like
shipping could just send you
the biggest
scorpions.
spider is like 1.5 inches in width,
Right,
and
yeah.
like, you know, like there's no like I don't know, we have nothing. That's like what's great here. Like one of the crazier things is in Norway we have 3 different types of snakes, right? And there's like none that has come this far north. Like that's like a huge thing. It's like, oh, has that one snake come this far north? Oh, I hope not. You know.
I hope not. Yeah, but no snakes, no predators for mice. You got lots of rodents around there.
Well, I guess I don't know. Like people always say that there's like, you know, like the school, if you leave food around, there's a rat problem. I've never seen a rat in my city. Never. I've seen some mice though, and as a kid I was kind of a demon to them. But you know, I've gotten better. You know, now I just let them be there. Like it's like kind of in the
Yeah, you just chill with them now. You're vibing.
it's like in the autumn times. You know, they build like nests in the
Oh my god.
fields.
Rude just had like the craziest circle boost I've ever seen. It looked like he was not going to reach, and then the game just zipped him over anyway. It was like, nah, bro, you're fine. Now we do see Knuti catching up on doing Dark Caves, which Rude has already completed, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yep. So
again,
it's
that's where
in the end
route
of,
coverage is coming.
I believe, these 2 jobs. We will see who's actually ahead.
Yeah, it's a little hard to say. The RNG of the Scorpion spawns on Rude's side will play a factor, as well as Knuti's execution of getting like certain disguise jumps and skips as he goes through these caves. But honestly, I don't think Knuti's gonna struggle too much with those.
Yeah, no, it's always kind of hard to, you know, have one team where they have a pretty solid player and the other team is the literal world record holder.
Yeah,
You know, commentating around that, it's kind of hard not to be biased.
it's daunting to go up against a world record holder, to
Yeah.
say the least.
But in this competition, Dave, have you gone up against the world record holder?
I'm sure we probably have. I honestly don't even remember our,
you personally?
our previous
You personally?
opponents. Me personally,
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, I've gone up against Bacon Man, but he's not the world record holder of the episode that we did,
Mm.
where I almost choked our win.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had a really rough time in Sly 4 EP1 boss fight. I just completely threw, but we managed to clutch it out. Shout outs to the vampires. What a great team.
Yeah. I've actually only met, I believe, one world record holder. That was Remo for episode 2 in Sly 4. I was.
Oh right, yeah, your Sly 4 episode 2 run, that was a good one for sure.
Yeah, well,
Oh my
you
God,
say
rude.
it like it's like oh yeah, it went so badly. Like there's none that haven't gone badly except the final match. Like I've always been, to say it in a nice way, I've been abruptly awoken in my nice slumber every time that happened.
I gotta give you credit. Pretty, haven't practiced much, but you definitely held your own.
That's very nice
What?
to say, but blatant lie,
I mean, hey.
Dude, actually, Nate, you don't know this because you joined the call a little bit later, but actually, me and Frizz and Rude and Stevens had a little discussion before this, and we concluded that I choked my team's victories, most of them. So
Well, I guess somebody had to say it,
actually, so people are like, Ogie, he held his own. I'm like, no, I didn't.
No,
The
I did
reason
the
we
opposite.
lost every time. Like, but we had a good time. We had a really
Yeah.
good time on the team. So that's what's important. Important to have fun, guys. Fun.
Okay, Rude taking a route and
Well,
Community
Beth?
taking the same route that I've not really seen before. But it makes sense. I do like that. But because of Rude's sort of blunders in trying to execute, he actually just fell behind.
Yeah,
The Jackalopes have officially fallen behind for the first time.
Yeah, they were. I would still say they're kind of neck and neck. But
Yeah, definitely still very close. It's like seconds apart.
yeah, that's 5 seconds maybe. Behind. That is crazy.
Maybe.
Lead change.
Maybe not even that. Lead change.
Murray heeft
Hello.
één schok gezuiverd.
Let's see, do we have a? Let me see. I want to try to incorporate some sound effects here. To get the feel going crazy here. Let's do, yeah, a little bit of that. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Got a little bit of that.
Oh, that's nice. Now we're in it.
Ah, we in it.
Maybe for the next events we try to incorporate that. That's a good idea actually. Have a little bit of a Sly Gold sound for when a lead change happens or something like that. That can be kind of good. Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. Now, is this lead change due to Rude's drunkenness or lack of practice in 3-2?
Or lack
Hard to
of
say.
drunkenness.
Or yeah, perhaps he's not drunk enough. Let's ask Rude. Rude, how are you feeling? I'm feeling okay. Thank you, Rude. Hope
Yeah.
that came through the. I hope that.
I'm not sure. But yeah, we concluded Rude wasn't drunk enough. Damn.
Okay, administering 6 beers stat.
Yeah, I think that is actually like that could be the sad end result. Rude didn't get drunk enough. It's
Yeah,
devastating, but
Could
that's
make a difference. Just
know,
a
like,
reminder to everyone out there, this is a semi-finals match, so there's a lot on the line. Who's gonna advance to the final round of the ACES competition?
Yeah, that's, I'm just reading chat and having a good time. It would be crazy to have a mid-run interview. That would be nice. Just drag him in here randomly and just be like, "How's it going?" They're like, "Oh."
In the middle of his run. Hey, how are you feeling about your run right now?
And then when they get right back, they have to start streaming again to the Discord if they are, and it's
Yeah. Stevens, I don't know if the soundboard sound went through the stream, but God, I really hope so, because that was... Yeah, I'm just gonna say it, that was very clever of me. I enjoyed it a lot.
Can we get a confirmation in chat if you guys actually heard the sound effects, the clapping, the air horn, and the Rude message?
The Rude interview, yeah.
Yeah.
The Rude interview, that was not a sound effect, that was just a real interview.
Indeed, nice, we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You got him.
Very nice. Okay.
All right, now we do have another pretty. I mean, it's not like difficult. I think these runners could definitely pull it off, but it can also go wrong really quickly. So they need to be able to ram a guard into these electric lines without killing the guard. Let's see what Canudi does.
Very nice spawn there for really both Root and for Knutty.
Yeah, they both had great ones, and they both nail the trick.
Very nice. Well, this is one of those tricks. Not very hard, but you know, if you do anything wrong, you know, it's on the run to get another guard. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's you miss up one of those wires, it's immediately like at least 30 seconds just gone because you have to run all the way back. You gotta find a guard. You gotta hope they don't spot you. It's a mess. These guys are neck and neck right now. Two Finns, one sober, one hopefully drunk.
they're literally one like title card away from each other. That is kind of crazy right there.
I almost hope it stays like this all the way through the end of 2-5 and we just have a nail-biting conclusion. See how many lead changes we get.
The question is, can the Jackalope handle another nail biter in 2-5? It's very, very close last time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to dog down on Antho here, but he is a newer runner, not as experienced. That's not to say that he's a bad runner. He's just new. So will he be able to stand up to Gandhi? We gotta see how much practice has he put in. Did the Jackalopes choose 2-5 or was that no, Vipers chose 3-2, didn't they? I don't remember.
I believe so, yeah. Let's go over to the Checkerinos here.
If the Jackalopes did choose 2-5, I would almost guarantee that was specifically chosen for Antho, so he's probably been practicing it, and it probably could mean a huge payoff for the Jackalopes.
It was actually that it was Jackalopes that picked 2-5.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be really big for them.
Antho does have the experience in that episode because he was the person running the last time. So
yeah, maybe I'm underestimating him just because he's new, but being new doesn't mean that he doesn't have the skills. I think he's gonna pull out some stuff that's gonna really impress us.
This is where I get kind of sad, but like, is Gandhi new to Sly 3? Because I've really only seen him play 4 and 2.
Gandhi?
Wait, 4 and 2. What am I fucking talking about? I fucking choked out. Ignore me. I'm reclining.
Don't worry, Nagi. We know you're illiterate now. We discovered that earlier, so we just... Don't feel too bad.
Oh, feels American, man.
Feels USA, man.
USA, USA.
USA, UAS, SA. Wait, what?
Alright, okay.
Alright, we're feeding the Croc some guards to give a taste of guards to the Croc so that he'll hopefully eat the one that's wearing the Mask of Dark Earth. By the way, we're trying to capture the Mask of Dark Earth that's the villain of this episode. These guys are looking to be about 4 or 5 seconds apart, 6 seconds, something like that. Very close still. Both did a pretty good job at feeding the Croc guards, which is honestly more difficult than it looks. It can get really chaotic really fast. But they did fine.
Or do you think the mask is actually evil?
I mean, it is called Mask of Dark Earth, and typically in fantasy lore, it's like the dark magical things are usually the evil things. So yeah, it's probably evil. But then that begs the question, I mean, you need both light and darkness for balance, right? So if we... Oh, whoa!
Oh, okay. Guard followed through there, I guess, or Murray came a little bit earlier?
I think so, yeah. Canudi almost got, like, catapulted off the rock.
That would be crazy if Knutty was launched there.
That would have been really funny. If he just got like launched back to Lemon Rage and had to do that job first, imagine.
Or like high up in the sky and we have found another launch.
He gets launched up onto Arpeggio's blimp from Sly 2.
It's flying by.
Yeah.
All happening at once, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, we are in the claw. They're together as well, Nave. You know what that means? Quick explanation and then yap. That's what's happening here.
All right, here's the explanation. Murray looking pretty cute with his little miner cap. We're going to drill some oil, some like uranium stuff, so that we can use that to lure the Mask of Dark Earth and capture it. And that's the plan.
Yep, and we have to either kill the guards or drop rocks on some things and then get them catapulted. But that comes later. But just lean back, enjoy, and we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Last time we talked about this, Nate, the school thing, you know.
Right.
In
school.
Norway, we actually don't have it split up in like elementary, middle, like that. We have it like middle and elementary is one, kind of, but kind of year 1 to 10 is one. It's a little bit different. So, like some schools, if it's a small place, don't have years 8, 9, and 10, but they all have 1 to 7.
So what do you do if you need to go 8, 9, and 10, but your school doesn't have it?
Just go to a school that has it.
You just have to move.
Yeah, or like you it's usually like in the smaller places, like very small places. But just like no, it's kind of weird. So we call it barneskole, which means like child school.
Right,
and
I
you
know
have
that. Yeah,
ungdomsskole.
I'm learning.
What does ungdom mean?
Okay, I haven't learned that.
It means like teenage. Like if you're a teenager, you're an ungdom. So that's the ungdomsskole. That's the year 8 to 10. And then after year 8 to 10, you guys go to high school, and then you go to college. But we have kind of a thing where you go to something that's basically called like I think it's called like a secondary school kind of vibe. It's basically you have 2 different lines. You have the where you can go 2 years and then 2 years of apprentice and go straight into a work. In Australia, for some reason I know this, it's called trade school. Trading.
Yeah.
Vocal. So it's like a trade school and like the high school into one, but it's only 3 years. So what you can do, you can go 2 years and then 2 years in trade school, and then 1 year and get the same experience as the people that goes in the 3 years. So it's the 3 years of the other one put into 1 year. So it's a much harder year.
Yeah, we definitely have similar stuff of in your later years of high school, which we go up to grade 12. You can also kind of dual enroll in vocational school, trade school. That's optional. But yeah, we go up through 12th grade for high school, and then after that you graduate, and then optionally go to college or whatever afterwards if you want, or just go to work or whatever.
That part is the same here. We have instead of we don't really have colleges, we have universities, which is it's synonym.
Same thing, yeah.
But the thing though that is interesting is that imagine your high school, all 3 years ish are put into 1 year. That's a year you can take if you've done trade school.
Sounds rough.
It's not that rough, but it gets you the same, which is kind of crazy to me. Because when you are 2-year apprentice, it takes longer though. It takes 2 years more to do all of that, to do trade school, apprenticeship, and then in apprenticeship you get an associate degree, and then you do the build on. It's called a build on thing. If you do all that, it's 5 years. But in the 2 years you're apprentice, you make money.
Yeah.
So
you do 1 through 10, and then
1 through
stuff
10,
after that.
and then either 3 years, which is called studiespecialisering, which means study specialization, which is basically to prepare you to go directly to university, and like if you finish that, that's the equivalent of you finishing high school and not going to college. Like you have fuck all, and you just work. Like you have nothing to start working on. It's kind of like, you're not gonna get like the IT jobs or something like that. You're gonna get something like just random. But yeah, it's really interesting how that the systems vary there.
Right, and so you finished like 8 of them.
What do you mean? Like years?
Yeah, like you only finished some, you didn't finish all of them, as we found out.
Well, I didn't do the build on year, so I don't have the study specialization. But I went into trade and did IT.
Oh, you did the trade stuff.
Yeah. So I did 10 years in elementary plus like youth school, and then I did 2 years in school in like high school, and then 2 years as an apprentice and got an associate's degree, which I actually got the highest grade on. I'm actually smart.
Oh wow.
You know.
Wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah. Can't read, but I'm really good at explaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like we finally finished the claw.
Oh, okay, we're back. Oh.
We're going on to arguably, I mean, it's a fan favorite, not even arguably. It's just, it is a fan favorite job of Sly 3 Episode 2. We're going to Lemon Rage. And why is it a fan favorite? That's multifaceted as to why. For one, the music. Just as soon as we get past this next load screen, just listen to the music.
Yeah. There's also some people that prefer the drinking. I, however, obviously, it is tastes like Pikachu. That's a good reference right there. Huge.
Thank you, Gorla.
Thank you. Yeah, no, like the whole thing about a lemonade bar. I love the idea. Wouldn't that be great?
I mean, I do enjoy some lemonade of various flavors, not just regular lemonade, but strawberry lemonade, peach lemonade, raspberry. It's all good stuff.
We don't have that here, but I get you. You guys have the pink lemonade and stuff. We don't have that stuff here.
Well, I mean, that's fair dinkum, as they would say in the lemonade bar that you don't have.
Is that what they would say?
That's what they would say in the Australian one, for sure.
Hold on, I got an Urban Dictionary of this.
Fair dinkum. So, another reason that this is a fan favorite job is the minigame, I guess you could call it. I mean, all we do is mash the face buttons, X, circle, triangle, square, and you just chug lemonade. Chuggers,
Yeah, you're true that they would say fair dinkum. Good on you.
Fair dinkum. Alright, let's see how the Venice Vipers chug their lemonade. Sly getting a pretty strong start there, chugging all of his lemonade.
Bruce very slow on this one. It is it's not very good.
Murray, I mean, expected the big man just chugging it down in like 4 big gulps. Oh, that was so fast.
Huge lead here, going into Bentley. Oh, he's spilling it. Oh my.
Bentley. Oh my god. Can he even? He's like blinding himself with the taste of Pikachu all over his face.
Oh, that sounds bad.
That does sound bad. Don't think about that too much.
Okay. It is
I'm gonna
a
pair
fair
that
thing.
with this emote I'm posting in chat.
It's a fair thing, but you have to go back to the earlier part in the first match to understand why they've said that. But yeah. But yeah, now, Bruce, turn on the lights, man. Come on, now it's time to fight. Oh, they're
It's
battling.
an all-out brawl.
Come on, Brucey.
So what we have to do in this section is we have to get 4 guard kills as Bentley. Then we actually switch over to playing as Sly, and this is a really unique and fun thing about this job, is that we switch who we're playing as in the middle of the job. Sly needs 10 guard kills. Canudi doing a great job actually using Knockout Dive to his advantage to get very quick kills. Once he has 10, we'll switch over to Murray. And an interesting tidbit about this is that you actually don't need to kill them all yourself. As long as you hit them and then they die in some way, it will count towards your total.
Yeah, knockout die being used here. by Rude. I didn't see Knuti. Was waiting.
Nudie did have it.
Did you have it? Yeah, nice. This has gotten so much more optimized than from when I did it. I remember when we did, we kind of just killed guards and hoped for the best.
Yeah. Back
Which
in
is
the
a
old
terrible
days.
thing to do in speedrunning.
Hope
But yeah,
for the best, yeah.
now Rude heading into the Murray section. So the Murray section here, essentially just gonna be like smashing them up. You know, Murray can kill guards in 2 hits. However, as you see, Knuti here is taking damage. There is a cutscene skip in the end, which saves a good amount of time. But if you fail it, ooh, that is not good.
Yeah. We could
But-
see huge lead changes here. Knuti just opting to just not go for it. He knows he has the lead already. Why risk it?
Maybe he's pretending to do it so that Rude maybe wanna go for it and then fail it. You know,
If
this is
Rude
mind
hits
manipulation.
it, he could pull ahead. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'm actually really anxious now.
Oh,
Voor het laatst bewaard.
he's taking damage.
Hij heeft dat rare geest.
As you can see, this whole cutscene that Knuti's watching is very long. That's why we do typically try to skip it. I don't think Knuti's choice was a bad choice, though. I mean, seems like the right call. Oh, Rude picked up a healther. I'm not sure if he realizes
Oh, I don't think
needs
he
to take
realized.
another damage. Oh no.
He realized, I think, right there. Oh,
No, he's
waiting
watching for
guard.
the last one to die.
He hasn't
doesn't
realized.
know.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, well he's gonna be watching the cutscene, and he doesn't know it.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Yep.
See, that would have worked too. He
Yep.
would have been exactly caught up to Knuti if he took one more hit.
Oh, that is so sad. Oh, that is so sad. Oh. Well,
That's
30
something
good.
they have to be very careful of. You can take the damage in the fire pit and then accidentally pick up a healther and not realize. I've done that many times myself, and it sucks.
Really, the only thing that Rude can hope for here is that either Knuti gets the guard soft locked, or anything bad happens, or later something happens. But if everything goes well, that's just pure time loss, sadly.
Yeah.
Something that Rude really dearly needs as well. To be able to keep up here. Oh, well, he has kept up, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing a fine job. It's just really unfortunate there. While Knuti is actually getting, it looks like all of his push attacks, you have to start the push attack before the giant guard gets stunned. And then you have to execute it while he is stunned. So there is a bit of a timing element to it. But this allows you to skip a phase or two of hitting the guard.
Did he miss one? I think he missed one.
Might have missed just one, but he
Ooh, that is-
absolutely nails it.
That is so satisfying to push boost as he gets hit. Oh, that's beautiful.
Clean.
Maar dat masker blijft probleem.
So yeah, suddenly this, they were neck and neck, like 5 seconds apart. But I think the bar fight section, Rude fell behind in, and he really needed that cutscene skip to make up for it.
Yeah.
And that healther pickup, man, made all the difference.
Yep. That is the thing, though. Anything can happen.
Truly. I mean, we've seen crazy stuff in this job. We've seen previous ACES matches where cutscene skips succeeded, cutscene skips failed. We've even seen in this section Murray simply just fall through the floor and despawn, and it causes the job to restart. Well, not the job, but this fight section to restart.
Yeah.
That was very funny, but very unfortunate.
Yeah. That is the kind of sad thing about both events like this and such like that. When something, like when it's competitive and there is something bad that happens, new or old, it is very good for the viewership, but it's very, very bad for the runner. It feels bad as well. Especially if there's nothing you could have done differently. Like sound locks and stuff, there's nothing you can do. You just have to, literally, every time a runner resets and opens the game, pray. You have to pray to be able to not get it.
Literally. Do you think Rude was too drunk to notice the healther that he picked up? Is that the cause?
Not sure. Could have been.
I mean, no one on his team must have noticed either to warn him about it.
Let me do some investigation. Yeah, Rude is not streaming to his team.
Oh, I
So they
see.
have some delay to go on there.
Yeah, his team might just be watching the actual Slygold stream rather than
Yeah.
what Rude's doing in real time.
The thing is, though, with delay, which is the sad part, is that the only way. Well, when Rude came to that point where he was holding the guard and there was one guard left being hit by Bentley, there is no way he could have saved it. Because he needs a guard, and he needs to take damage, and you can't take damage without killing the guard, I believe.
There was one guard left aside from the one in his hands, so he would have had to kill the guard in his hands, take damage, and then try to grab the last guard before Sly or Bentley killed it, which is doable, but maybe a little bit tight on the timing.
Yeah, I think it was in that period where he was kind of setting up and getting ready for the trick, and where you wouldn't check your health. It would
Yeah.
the time he would have checked it and figured it out would have been in the like waiting for Bentley to kill the last one.
Yeah, it's such a like hugely impactful cutscene skip that it's extremely easy to get tunnel vision. You don't pay attention to your health. You're just extremely focused on like, all right, I really need to set up. I really need to hit this, and you
Yeah.
can miss out on details like that for sure.
That that is 100% correct, and that paired with the fact that if I miss this, it's Jover. Like I'm losing this episode no matter what. Like because that it loses so much time. Because I believe you have to do all the fighting phases again, right?
Yeah, you'd
brawl?
have to start the bar brawl with the fence turning on. You'd have to start that all over again.
Yeah.
Carmelita, er zit iets op
Now
je
Rude
gezicht
is struggling to find a guard. He sees a flashlight guard there over decently far away.
Dat is ook
It's just
niet
unfortunate. But as anything here, anything can happen. There's one more
Yeah.
chance in this episode where Knuti could soundlock, I believe.
So in the last episode we had Carmelita dancing. In this episode we have Carmelarja,
Oof.
sort of, inflating to a large size, you might say. And then in the next episode we're going to see some more pretty, interesting Carmelita things. Do you think they chose these, might I say, kinky episodes on purpose?
Pijlen beginnen te werken, of niet?
I think there's a theme
I
going
haven't
on here.
thought about it. I haven't thought about it, but
En maak haar nog
I know Rude is a huge fan of Carmelita in all her shapes and ways and sizes. So
een beetje afstand houden.
Right, the many shapes and sizes, and she even has a loot over here on the Jackalope side. Maybe that'll bear some good luck for them to catch up a little bit.
yeah, Rude is probably looking at that loot indirectly.
Indirectly, right? Of course, I could see that. We've had Steven's stream before with an eye tracker, and you could say during certain scenes there's some interesting eye movement going on.
Yeah. We at one point we have to get Rude on an eye tracker to check, because Rude actually says that he is not obsessed with Carmelita. He's denying the rumors, but the rumors are too good to be true.
Yeah, I don't think his statement holds up very well. I think he's lying. Yeah, presumably the mask does make the loot bigger, so you would get, you could go from nice gold ring to like incredible gold ring. It's just extremely monka-sized gold ring, probably worth thousands of coins.
Yeah, that is true. Like a watch could be the size of like a wrestling belt.
Big Ben. It goes from a watch to Big Ben in her
Wow.
pocket.
Wow.
Ze is te groot. We gaan niet
All right,
snel
but
genoeg met de
now that she's getting
Hou je
even
eraan.
bigger, it's kind of questionable how we're going to take her down. Perhaps if we had something like a, I don't know, like giant fighting robot, perhaps?
Pak dat masker van donkere aarde, dan is
Yeah,
je
well,
weer
well, if that plan fails, we always have our shoelaces.
van haar.
True,
Oké,
true.
doet er niet
Oh, ja.
toe. We moeten dat masker afpakken.
Rude, I mean,
Boven zijn
Slime
gekomen.
has probably always wanted to be close to her like that, so it could work out.
Yeah.
Dichterbij dan in haar veters klimmen
Mm.
kan bijna niet. Dat is niet
As
zo
they are
gek.
finishing up the operation, we just have one more section
Heb
here.
jij een beter idee dan?
We do see our next runners, Gandhi and Antho,
Sorry,
prepared
dan wordt het toch
in
het plan met de
the
veters.
2-5 hideout. They both have the PS menu pulled up because there are actually cycles for the first job where you take reconnaissance photos. And you want to be able to have those on a good cycle for optimal movement. So very smart play by both runners
Yeah.
there.
Looking at this in kind of like the wrong part we're supposed to look at, you can see that Gandhi has more games than Antho. So Antho is really only gaming for Slide 2. Like, he know what he wants to play. Gandhi has
Yeah, makes
options.
sense.
Do both of them have modded console? Are we able to see that in this screen right here?
I'm not really sure. I'm fairly positive Gandhi does. I'm not so positive about Antho.
Yeah. Gandhi getting ready here as Knute is climbing up everything.
As soon
Every
as he-
seam and everything.
Every part. As soon as he latches onto that earring,
Boom.
time.
Oh, very nice change there. Very nice change.
Starting immediately.
Oh, that's loud. Okay.
내 작전은 이거야.
Oi, oi, oi.
이적의
Okay, we're back. That's oh,
We're back.
a little bit of a jump scare there. Don't worry about it.
And we have yet another language change as well. We've gone from English to Dutch, and now we are in Korean.
알겠지?
That is the fastest language for Slide 2.
딜라이 군대에 대비해서
Unlike the other games, there's not like a faster language based on the episode. No, just the whole game is just fastest in Korean.
Absolutely. Taking some nice pictures here. That's the nice lines there. But there's actually good statues. Right there. I like them.
Yeah, I think Bentley appreciates it as well. That's all he wanted a picture of, was just some lion statues.
Yeah.
We do see Gandhi utilizing Stealth Slide by spamming it a lot. That's typically the fastest movement you can use on Sly in this game. Very fun gadget. Really cool.
운이 없는 거지.
Sly 3's sort of equivalent, it's a bit different, is Rocket Boots, but unfortunately we don't have that in 3.2, so we didn't get to see it today. But we will get lots of stealth slide action as Rude is climbing and time.
Done.
어쩌면 우리도 저걸
Antho
활용할 수
a
있을지
little bit
모르겠고.
slow on the trigger. It could be stream delay.
Oh,
wait,
not
it's not
time.
done.
탑으로 올라가.
Oh, it's not done. GG's.
Not time.
클라고 퀸.
Good thing Antho has the is on it. Oh, it's on the
Good.
case.
Good thing our producer ignored us.
Yeah.
Time. All right,
good.
there we go.
That was perfect as well. Good, honestly. You know,
Really good transitions on both teams.
Dude, Antho and the man behind the chair or behind the wheel, cold, stone cold ice veins as fuck.
여긴 클라고
All right, we're going from Karma Larja to Karma tied up. Get your
I'm so
PayPal emotes, I mean, copy pastas in chat if you're a This Is Not Jake fan. I hope you provided a technical commentary about Claw. We certainly did. Definitely check the VOD for what we talked about during Claw. It was really interesting.
Yeah, when we said we were gonna explain the last part in a little bit of a later section, and we definitely did that.
Yep. Absolutely.
So you see Rude here, or Antho actually, sorry, has the gadget as well. Oh, a little bit different of a route here. I kind of like that one. You know,
Yeah.
fuck the
Oh.
tree.
Oh, but
That
misses
is
the
so
tank photo.
close. Oh, I'm so eager for that photo.
This
Now,
is what
the
we were
blimp.
talking about with cycles being so important earlier.
Yeah. Now we have the blimp here. Blimp can be a little bit of a struggle here if you are
I
too slow.
I think the fact that the tank was behind means well, no, it's still okay. I thought the blimp would be further along, like behind the building, but he
Yeah.
still made it.
도와줘야 돼. 그녀가 위험에 처해 있어.
That's really good.
정찰
really
사진을
nice.
아지트로 가져와.
So now we just we're climbing and entering the
찾아볼 테니까.
free education tower, as Bentley always calls it.
카멜리타는 낡은 아이언
And that's where we see the Contessa has captured
부식이지 말고
and
아직도
detained
보여드리지.
Carmelita Fox. Of course, Sly, having such an interest in this character, wants to save her. And that's going to be one of our primary goals this episode. We're going to steal those clockwork eyes, and we're also going to save Carmelita.
And Rude gets to watch both the cutscenes at the same time.
Right, yeah.
Uh,
Rude
actually-
got to climb her and watch her, yeah.
Yeah. This must be a highlight. Great Saturday.
Again, I think these episodes might have been intentionally chosen for some shared theme among them, you know?
Are you saying that the teams decided what to play?
Could there have
Beforehand?
been a gentleman's gooner agreement, perhaps?
Ooh, there's a chance. There's obviously a chance. And yeah, I we can't say anything for sure. There's no organizing behind this that what we know of. So you know, who knows? But the seems like the teams are commenting in the chat seems vaguely suspicious.
A little suspicious. I mean, I wonder how they feel. You know, like if we were to ask Rude how he felt about choosing these episodes, he might say like, I don't know, like,
I'm feeling thank you.
yeah, probably something about like that. Thank you, Rude.
Yeah. I think we have some questions lined up for the commentary.
Oh, we do.
If they want to join the commentary, that's of course in the end.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Of course.
but yeah, now yeah, we're in a reset here. We're waiting a little bit. Let's see what's happening here. Gandhi picks light. Nice. Good job here.
For a moment, I couldn't hear, and I thought he had sound locked, but we're fine. It's just the music here starts a bit low and quiet and kind of builds up.
Yeah, no paraglide proxy. That's true. Is Antho gonna go for the paraglide proxy?
If it's done like optimally first
Oh.
try, I think it saves maybe 10 seconds or something.
Yeah.
But I doubt it. I mean, it's really not that. I mean, yeah, it's really not that easy or consistent.
I remember the Bombers match. I think it was Bombers Knights were playing, and both teams went for it and got it first try, I believe.
Really? I missed that. That sounds hype.
Yeah, that was crazy.
If you're like me and you missed that, you should go to the Sly Gold's YouTube channel and watch previous ACES matches. I believe we have a playlist set for them as well. It's gonna be really exciting to rewatch all the races I've missed, or maybe years down the road. Walk down memory lane, you know.
Yeah. It's great to watch back them sometimes. You know, there's some that, you know, it's pretty good match, you know, but there are some where there is some crazy stuff happening. That is the best match to watch in my opinion. But you know, we can't, you know, that doesn't even matter which team there is. There could be any match. It could be this match. Could have a nail biter in the end, or could have a clean
Yeah.
victory. It have to wait and see. Anything can
We'll
happen.
have to wait and see. Just like Augie, you're gonna have to wait for me to come back as I fulfill other people's bingo boards and take a step away from the mic for a hot second. I'll be right back.
Sure. So, we're taking charge. So yeah, Gandhi here, ghost capturing. Rude on the way to ghost capture as well. Rude did not go for the proxy. Oh, Rude, what am I talking about? Dude, I swear I can't read anymore. I'm just gone. I am gone. Been away from the mic for a long time. Rusty. We are now back though. Gandhi going for the first picture. Insane accuracy on that one. Antho has made it to the trigger. That is beautiful. No proxies though from either side. Very sad to see, but understandable. It is a little bit of a fucky one. Gandhi getting another picture. That's a great picture. Didn't even have to wait for that one. Now let's see what route Gandhi's taken. I do have a strat here, which I call the pussy strat, and that is to do a specific order to be able to get the top guard first. And that is, you know, that I personally prefer that one. It's more about consistency, you know. But the ghost went away there. Gandhi did not get him right there. Now he'll have to wait for that to come up. He's gonna go up here and check if he can get the top ghost. Let's see, is he lucky here? Oh, the ghost is gonna come out! Oh my god! Come on, ghost. Yes? Oh, he cancelled me! No, there's no chance! And this ghost goes away! Oh no! This is awful right here. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, the ghost is coming up here, but there's a guard, and the guard is gonna spot him. Oh no, the guard didn't spot him. That is incredible. Oh, that could have been shambles right there. Jenny going up here again, and is the ghost gonna be nice? Come on, ghost. Oh, what is he doing? Where is it going? Come on, Ghost. I respect it, Gandhi. I respect it. Standing firm, standing your ground like a true American, waiting for this ghost to come out. Oh, it's the ghost. Oh, is it gonna? Oh, it's popping up.
I'm seeing some
What is
no.
happening? Dude, Nave, you missed some things, dude. Oh
Apparently.
my lord. Oh, Gandhi got it though. Okay, yeah, that was crazy. You have to watch back this part. I swear to God.
We just having some bad ghost RNG today.
Yeah, we had a bit of a misinput that caused that ghost that you came back on where Gandhi was to not be captured and having to wait. But Antho here going strong. That is a little bit of a wait. Where is Antho? What is
Maybe
this
did
route?
he fall down?
I'm not sure. He might have.
He's got the Prague army on his tail as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. He might have fallen down. Maybe he's doing a little bit of a different route. That's a beautiful placement for that one.
A little
Now,
bit of a
Is he standing?
yeah.
No, he's doing the like
Oh, he's
insta.
wait. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
no!
What a big fall. This is what's really interesting about newer runners is that sometimes they just have routes that you don't see from your favorite old time speedrunner, right? They'll have like new ideas, new strats they learned from something else, and you're just like, it's really interesting. Like I've not seen this particular route before. I'm sure some more experienced runners, Beaver or Remo or someone knows about this, but yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I think Antho, like, there's various ways you can do the ghost capture. You can go balls to the walls to get the most time save. You can go the consistency route, which is what Antho was going for here, where you don't even check if the ghost on top is available for you to take from the bottom. You just go straight to the top. And here Antho is gonna go for the long distance shot, which is very good. He gets it.
Good
very
timing
nice.
too.
Yeah, that's great.
A little bit
remember back in the
scary. It
days-
looks like he only has like 1, maybe 2 HP, so I hope he doesn't get shot by a tank.
Yeah, so he goes safe here to try and... Where is this ghost? Oh, it's in the building. Okay. There. That is a very solid way of doing it. He could maybe have snagged that ghost. Not quite sure.
Would have been tight timing, but maybe.
Antho has the safe strat on lock here. Like, there's no question about it. Antho has been through the ropes. He's been practicing. Because
sure.
there's no way he goes for the way he goes here without knowing the safety strat.
Yeah.
beautiful.
You know, perhaps some accidents happened of falling down, but he did have a route in mind. He knew what he was doing. And yeah, you know, sometimes consistency is what's going to pay off. I mean, apparently something happened to Gandhi while I was gone, and if more things like that happen again, maybe Antho's consistency routes will pay off.
Thank God for turnbuckle route.
Turnbuckle here.
Oh,
right.
chair.
Oh, chair.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, Gandhi, don't die.
Oh, he's.
Oh my
he
God.
could die here.
He's trying to fight the
Oh,
tank.
no. Oh, that's awful. So now they should be. Yeah, Antho is still a little bit behind.
Yeah, but this is a big catch-up moment for him. He's basically just a few seconds of movement and a cutscene behind now. That Gandhi mishap reminded me a lot of watching you run this a long time ago. And you literally lost time due to traffic, just like this.
Yeah, the traffic incident of 2019.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, this episode I've had a lot of troubles with traffic. Like,
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those tanks are all in rush hour, and they're just trying to get home, you know, and get in the way.
yeah, just like in Slide 3 EP3, when Bentley gives the wrong address to the driver, the delivery driver.
Right.
He just
Lost
keeps
to
running in
being-
circles. Lost bin. That's true. Very good name. How's your Norwegian going? Is it going good?
Ganske bra.
You know, there's a guy at the ESA that's from the UK that learned to speak Norwegian. You know, you sound very much like him, like when you speak Norwegian.
Well,
You know-
yeah, maybe my pronunciation's not great. It's still just trying to learn words and such.
Well, it's like we call Norwegian called gebrokken, which is basically like kind of broken foreigner Norwegian. Like you can hear that they're not native. But
Right.
you are pronouncing pretty well. Like there are some words that I am very interested to hear you pronounce, especially with when there's a combination of like a or o in them. See how that
Right.
goes.
If
I
only
know
we
you've
had Sly 3 episode 3 or 4 here today.
yeah, get some himmelvelvingen up there.
Himmelvelvingen.
Yeah.
Ödelagt.
Yeah, there we go. That's one part. We go instead of
Ödelagt.
ödelagt. But then you have me who speaks Northern Norwegian,
Ödelagt.
which doesn't have. Oh, Antho stuck a little bit on the ledge.
I hate when that happens. Bentley gets stuck on like a seam in the geometry while trying to AB, and then he just runs in place like he's on a treadmill. We are entering, we had the claw last episode. Now we have the claw equivalent in Mojo Trap Action.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect way to talk about the region. Honestly,
Yeah.
like a little bit, like basically the point here is to fill up the tank, the dark energy tank on the back. The way you do that is to sacrifice some lovely citizens to the crusher. So yeah, kind of going for the safe one here, where you, well, safe-ish one, where you make him sleep. It's very good for the end, especially because then you can get all of them at once. You do have to know the timing though, for when that happens. So he's gonna go for another one here, most likely.
More than likely. We do have to go through, I think it's 4 of these crypts. Do you have a favorite among the 4?
Favorite. Maybe. It's a little bit hard.
I would probably choose the second one just because I like standing in the one spot and just use the axe to kill 2 people at once repeatedly.
Yeah, I feel it's a bit inconsistent sometimes though. Yeah, if you fuck up the timing in the beginning, it can get like a little bit rowdy.
No, exactly. You just said it. If you mess up the timing, that's just a skill issue.
That is true. That is true.
Not a consistency issue. Oh, the proxy.
Oh, that's Air Prague. Going
Air
crazy.
Prague, true.
I actually don't know if the Prague has or the Czech Republic has any airlines. They might
Shout
have.
out the ACES team Prague Bombers.
Yeah. You know, I think maybe. Well, if you're talking about like the enjoyment of it, I think the 4th one is my favorite because you do something constantly, running back and forth, doing something, or you can fully AFK it and you don't even take damage.
True. I was about to say, these days we don't necessarily do anything in the 4th crypt anymore.
Yeah.
You just jump across and then just stand there and wait until the timer's up, essentially.
I believe it was me and Remo actually managed to figure out AFK methods for all 4 crypts.
True, yeah, you can. Each crypt has a place. You could just kind of hide and wait.
Yep. However, when you are done with hiding and you need to kill them all off, it gets a little complicated. Because the way we figured out was to go into like the door you come out of, and just stand in there in the binoculars and they can't hit you for some reason.
For some reason.
However, when you go out of the binoculars and you start running away, everyone can hit you. It gets scary.
Yeah, I don't know if you mentioned, but this is a one-hit kill scenario, so you can't take any damage.
Very true. However,
scary.
the rocks they throw can they don't kill you, but they will after time. So, yeah. I see Rude asked me a question. What is my favorite pizza like? Okay, so my favorite pizza at the moment is number 39 from Fellini Pizza in Bodø. And it has pepperoni, it has jalapenos, it has bacon strips, not the small little bitties, but the strips of bacon. And I believe maybe some onion. I'm not quite, I don't remember actually fully if it has onion. But at least those three, those go so hard together, you know.
That does sound pretty good. Gotta admit, I'm not typically one to get really like any vegetables on my pizzas. Well, actually, I take that back. Sometimes I'll try to build a like chicken Alfredo style pizza,
Mm.
and I'll get like spinach, bell peppers, and a little bit of onion on there.
Are you a vegan?
No,
Okay.
I get chicken and bacon on it as well, as it's a
Good.
chicken Alfredo style pizza kind of. I get like not the red sauce, I get like the white Alfredo sauce and all sorts of good stuff on there. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
What's your thought on pineapple on pizza, Nathan?
Yeah, that's a hard no from me, boss.
Hard no. I really enjoy it. I really love pineapple on pizza. You know, people are like, there's some people that say you're a disgusting piece of garbage if you like pineapple on pizza. But you know what I say to them? No to you.
No
Fuck
to
you.
you. Well, I mean, I guess some people are just wrong.
You know, I think pizza is the perfect thing where, like, the majority of the world enjoys pizza, and I think fighting over pizza toppings is like attacking someone's personality because it reflects your personality
Yeah.
quite well.
No more
However-
brother wars. No more pizza wars.
It is some pizzas that is literally forbidden in certain parts of the world. You know, for the
What do
the
you
kosher
mean by
homies
this?
out there, the kosher homies, they can't have cheese and meat on the same place. You know.
I guess, yeah.
You have the Indian homies. They don't eat cow. You can't have beef like
Don't
pepperoni
eat
and stuff
cow.
like that.
Most literate people would call that beef, but I understand.
No, like the holy cow, man. So it's holy.
Right.
I learned about why it's holy. I just can't remember it. But you know, I can see why. You know, cows are pretty sick.
I mean, they're certainly very cute. I would pet a cow.
yeah, the cows are adorable. They smell like shit, but they are very nice.
Yeah, they're not the cleanest, but
yeah.
they're cute.
And then you have the Muslim homies. They don't eat pork. Kind of actually a good reason why they don't eat pork, because it's a filthy animal.
It is.
But you
it's
know, I'm
very
a filthy
tasty
animal as
animal.
well. I like it.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting filthy here in the comm booth.
Yeah, we gotta respect. You know, it's all about respecting each other's boundaries. That's all it is. You know, some people have restrictions, some people don't have restrictions. Respect them.
Yeah.
You know?
You would think I have restrictions with my medical disabilities.
Efficiency, yeah.
Efficiency. But I just don't really, honestly. Like no allergies for food, thankfully. I'm not allergic to like peanut butter or anything.
I'm actually allergic to slightly to hazelnuts, and I was to peanuts.
You were, but you're not anymore.
I
How does that?
gave myself an allergy to peanuts. Believe it or not.
How does this happen? You like eat too many of them all the
Yes.
time?
During my childhood, my favorite like snack was peanuts. So I would eat peanuts like, you know, I was also a fat kid, so I ate peanuts all the time. But like generally in weekends, I loved peanuts. I would eat like a bag or two of peanuts, you know.
Right,
It was
right.
so good. So
Very funny with your accent. You don't pronounce the T very well.
A peanut?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Okay, anyway. So we were at this this show, you know, the comedic show. It's basically like stand-up comedy, but it's kind of like a theatrical version where they have like a kind of like a schedule. It's like a pre-planned type show. Like-
Okay.
So it's imagine stand-up comedy, and like you know how stand-up comedians have acts, you know, like they go on tour for the fat as fuck tour, and in that they have like set up jokes that they will tell every single time, right?
Right.
It's like that, but it's much more like a theater show, kind of like, you know, like you have like an act 1, act 2, act 3 type of stuff. Like it's like
Okay.
it's called a revue. It's kind of nice. So we were at that. I think it was my grandma, or no, not my grandma, my aunt's 50th birthday. We were there, and
Right.
and your boy were, you know, in a theater, and they have peanuts. So I was like, hell yeah, get me some peanuts. Got some peanuts. I ate them. Nothing happened, and then we went to my aunt's place for dinner, and my entire body started itching, and my throat closed up a little bit, like where I had some difficulty breathing, kind of like when I walk upstairs, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
Familiar.
not like holy shit, get him an EpiPen type shit, but it's like it was just like I could like my throat tightened a little bit, and like I got itchy all my body, like my entire body was red because I'd itched so much.
Wow.
Went to the
Why did this
doctors.
happen so delayed?
Don't know. Well, it wasn't that delayed. It was like show ends, started to feel it, dinner it hits kind of vibe. It was like within an hour. Like when it
Interesting.
started digesting the proteins, you know, that's when it started hitting me.
Ah, I see.
So got it. Didn't really never got it checked that I had a peanut allergy. We just like I tried peanuts again later. It was the same thing. So we were like, oh, allergic to peanuts. And then I just didn't eat peanuts. I was in pain and suffering forever. And then one year I was like, no, I'm gonna have peanuts. It's been 3 years or something, or 4 or 5 years I haven't had peanuts. I ate peanuts. You know when you're like kind of waiting for something to happen? And I was waiting, and nothing happened. And ever since I haven't been allergic to peanuts.
Yo, let's go. We solved peanut allergies.
The
don't eat
hazelnut
them for
allergy is
5
still
years.
there though.
Okay.
So
Gotta
my
go a few
throat
more years
closed
on the
up.
hazelnuts.
And weirdly enough, after that, I got like a slight allergy to pears and apples as well. Doesn't make any
Pears and
sense.
apples. That is
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't even know that was like possible.
Yeah, allergies have a chance to change every 7 years, by the way. Well, maybe that just lined up perfectly. You know, no, I used to be a big fan of apples. I used to eat apples all the time, and then, oh, not all the time. That's so I didn't grow an allergy for it, but like a normal
Right.
human.
I mean, you don't look like a guy who eats fruits very often, you know.
Well, the thing is, which is the fucked up part, is that you're right. Like I don't eat. I just, it's just like I just never like I don't really eat like in between meals, like a small like meal, right? So I just like end up like not eating like yogurts and stuff like that. So it's weirdly true, but like I eat fruit. I like fruit, you know. It's like
What's your favorite fruit?
favorite fruit. Mm.
For me, it's probably apples or bananas. One of the two. Might depend on the day.
Like a good ripe banana never goes wrong, you know.
Oh yeah, hits hard.
It hits hard. Actually, did you know bananas are the only fruit that that increases your serotonin?
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So you actually
Didn't
get
know that.
happy when you eat bananas.
Just
You know.
like I didn't know we were already in Tank Showdown.
Yeah.
And Jackalopes looking a little Monka S on the health here. But he's getting shot from behind. Is he going to die?
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Okay, apparently I guess Antho lost track of the cycles where the last tank was. And if he gets hit one more time, I think it's over. Oh no!
One hit away. Oh.
That is pure pain.
Oh. Oh no.
That could be a nail in the coffin for the Jackalopes. Is it Jover? Well, I guess it's not Jover till it's Jover. There could be sound locks, there could be mishaps such as that on the Viper side. Currently, Vipers are in Stealing Voices, which is actually another fan favorite job because just the movement in here is so clean, so nice.
You know the homies are capping. That job sucks. I hate that job. I never liked it. I actually like Ghost Capture more. I said it.
That's
said it.
controversial.
Yeah, I said it.
Wow.
It's
Getting
not
some
even a
heat
choice
in the
here.
comm booth.
You know, like it's like part like in Stealing Voices. You like now that we have Stealth Slide, you don't even have enough juice to go through the entire job. It's so bad.
We got people in the chat who agree with you and people in the chat who hate you for what you've said.
Well, it's not rare. You know? I wouldn't say I'm a strongly opinioned guy, but you know I have some opinions that might shake the earth a little bit, and some people might like
Yeah,
them.
shaking the earth. Something common in your part of the world, I'm sure.
You know, I'm smelling a fat joke here, but I actually can't decipher it. Like like when you say shaking the earth, I'm thinking earthquakes. I'm thinking, oh, it's because you're fat and stuff. The earth shakes. But Norwegians are relatively skinny. It's just me that's the outcast here, right?
It's just like, yeah, you're the outlier, just
But
like
you
with the
live in a
literacy rate.
country that actually has earthquakes. Like we rarely has earthquakes. So like,
Yeah, we rate. Yeah,
well, the West Coast has earthquakes, fairly
yeah, for
often.
sure. I mean, I was just about to ask if there's any like tectonic plate fault lines around Norway. I have no idea.
It's pretty far away. So like we don't really have them. Like I think there was one earthquake I felt like in my entire life, and it was pretty small. It was just like like a weird shake. It wasn't like I couldn't see it anywhere except like in my cup of water that it shook a little bit, but it was very small.
Interesting, interesting.
이제 강 근처에 있는 배수구 쪽으로 가.
Antho managing to steal the first couple of keys here in Stealing Voices, but he is already at half health. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but it could make a big difference in some of these later chambers that he's going to be going into. Meanwhile, I'm practicing BK Skip and Wind Waker.
Yeah. So by the way, Nave has a match coming up. It's a finals match. Was it?
Yeah, it is a finals match. If I get 2 finals match wins, I go to grand finals. But that's not what we're here for.
아래까지 연결돼
Oh,
있어.
But I
that's
will be
exciting.
leaving soon.
Very exciting. So yeah. So you guys might be stuck with me soloing. When Nave takes off. It depends. We'll have to see.
장치를 접속시킨 다음
But
전면조들을 부착해.
right now we see Antho going in. Oh, almost fell off the roof there. Oh no, the guard, no, that's very sad.
So unlucky. That guard, there's some really fast strats you can do, but it's really tight timing and can be pretty tough actually.
용병 탱크 부대 들으세요.
Yep. Antho fell down a little bit there. This corner here sucks. That's also one of the reasons I don't like it. It is terrible because like your paraglider will get caught in it. It's like just far enough away that you can barely clear the corner, and it's.
I mean, it's just, it is without a doubt. There's some really nice, clean movement that can be done in Stealing Voices.
Yeah.
But it's, no doubt pretty difficult as well.
Yeah, it's not a job you will write off. You'll have to hold your horses here. But Gandhi is adrenaline bursting away here. Has taken quite a lead, and yeah, if everything goes well, it should be a clean. I was gonna say clean sweep, but that wouldn't be right. It should be a done deal.
Yeah, Gandhi's entering now. Some people might agree, some people might disagree because Mojo Trap exists, but Crypt Hack, I think, is actually the worst job of episode 5. I hate Crypt Hack. It's actually more boring than Mojo Trap. Well, actually not more boring, but maybe just more stressful and just kind of worse. Looks like the chat hates me, or they're a bunch of memers.
Loves Mojo Trap. I feel like we have a good cop bad cop situation here where chat loves you and hates me, but it's fair.
Well, I mean, you're the one who said that Stealing Voices is bad, so
I think I lost them at the pineapple pizza.
that too.
But yeah, I have a question, Nate. This is very random, but it is like targeted to someone specific here. What do you think about blue cheese?
I'm definitely a blue cheese fan in certain scenarios. Like blue cheese burgers, if you've ever had one of those, that can be pretty good.
You had the blue cheese on the pizza before?
I don't think I've done that. No.
Yeah, no.
I'd try it. I'm not sure I'd like it, but I'd try it.
Yep, Antho here. Very low on health. Very low on health.
Health situation has been kind of scary for Antho throughout this job. You do want healthers anyway for stealth side refills, but For Antho's case, it might be pulling double duty. He might just want actual health as well.
Oh.
Oh, dodging the tank shot. Doesn't try to get a healther out of those barrels.
Oh no.
Kill the guard for a healther? No. I would look for one, just out of safety. Maybe he feels rushed and threatened because he knows he's behind.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I would maybe err on the side of caution.
Well, as long as he gets into this without dying, you know. Well, now we have to run off into the pool of water next to him. That wouldn't happen, but you know, if now that he's in here, if he dies, he's just gonna spawn in the room,
That's
so
true.
it's fine.
Less risk, still risk. I've definitely taken damage in this chamber before. And Gandhi demonstrating a reason why I hate Crypt Hack. It's another one-hit KO situation.
Yeah, Cryptac is just terrible. It's just Mojo trap action, but you have to actually do something.
Exactly. You can't just AFK the whole time.
Yeah.
You have to maneuver through these. Oh, see? See?
Yeah. It is fine. The lead is quite big. So there isn't too much to worry about. Gan is taking it very safe here. Oh my god.
Bro.
Okay, dude. Okay, Gandhi. He's just showing that now he is not scared of anything.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. On the spikes that rise up from the floor like those, you actually can land on them, and then if you jump again within 4 frames, you're safe.
Yep.
But still, man, I think he's past the worst of it. The rolling spike logs are, in my opinion, probably the worst part.
Yeah. No, that that's kind of the exact reason why this Crypt Hack is not very fun to play.
No.
No. But yeah, made it to the checkpoint. We are now moving towards the end of the job. Absolute scenes.
Yeah, we're going to be. The reason we're doing this is to try to get access to the computer that controls Carmelita's shackles, so that during the operation we'll be able to free her. Taking it safe on the rolling logs.
Safe, yeah.
Maybe
Super
not as safe as I thought.
So safe. I feel like Mojo Trap is like the perfect job for like events like he zoomed past that terminal. Bentley
Classic.
going wireless on the fingertips.
Going wild, yeah, using the Bluetooth hacking.
Oh, only available just there. But yeah, that is. I've never actually seen someone use like adrenaline burst there. I think it
Yeah,
is generally you're out when you get to that point.
You're usually out, but since he died, his juice refilled, and you usually wouldn't use it there because you're already so close anyway that using AB probably just loses time.
I don't think so. Like
Talking
way
about
he
the very
landed,
final
definitely
one?
saves some time. Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't looking because I'm playing Wind Waker, but
Yeah. He definitely saves some time there. We're not talking about the incredible time, but we are talking about a little bit.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Not hitting circle though would be kind of bad. But yep. It's good. Now we have Antho just going through the hacks here. So yeah. Gandhi doing a reset right before the operation. So yeah. Nice kill there by Antho. Very good. It's a very, very quiet moment here when in the reset.
It always is. It builds the anticipation.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, he selected Murray. Gandhi now has to do an incredible job as Murray. Has to head over the bridge here and hit this trigger.
And
If
then
you
that'll be
don't
the end
count
of
the
Murray.
tank, that is literally the end of Murray. He doesn't do anything.
I guess you could say the tank section, yeah, but I mean, you're not actually controlling Murray there.
Yeah. It kind of feels like a cop-out just to like have Murray a part of the operation. But yeah, no. See how. Ooh, nice. Didn't clench anything there for Antho. Basically, Antho just have to finish these hacks and the movement without any deaths. You know, for the chance that that something happens to Gandhi, where he could catch up. But yeah.
Trying to think if there's any loading points in the operation. I guess after this blimp shooting section, there is a load where you go into the re-education tower. Then there's a load when you exit the re-education tower, and then I don't think there's any loads from there. So there's 2 more chances for any locks to happen on the Viper side. We'll see.
Yeah, but that also counts for the Jackalopes. If it were to happen for the Vipers, it could happen for the Jackalopes as well.
Very
yeah.
true. So it looks like the first one is safe. We're good there. And then we got one more after this. After a pretty quick hack and then a very long cutscene.
Yeah. This is usually where you go take a piss. Right here. After entering the re-education tower, I believe.
More than likely.
It depends on your capacity, if it's full or not. There is of course a chance after you finish the hack as well for a quickie, if you need to do that.
Of course.
But yeah. But yeah, it's I'm gonna be honest, hacks are really hard to commentate because there is like it's just like, oh, he killed the blob and he killed now enemy, oh, he got shot, oh, now he finished, nice.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, one thing you could say about Slide 2 hacking is that whenever you're shooting at a firewall, you actually do more damage when you're further away, so you actually don't want to be close to it until it's like just about to break, and then you want to be close to it so you can actually go through it, but that's about it for technicalities on hacking in Slide 2.
yeah. Antho finishing crypt hack, 1 reset, and then he will head into the operation.
너의 뇌파 패턴을 분리해냈어. 너와 난 이제 가장 친한 친구 사이가 될 거야.
좋아, 나의 새로운 친구. 손들어, 몽땅 다.
과연 그럴 수 있을까?
Now we have Commentators. She is free of the shackles. Will she hit? No, she misses, but she will keep running. That's
Classic
beautiful.
Karm aim.
I've always wondered, why does the gate fall down there? Is that a part of, like, when they hack it, does the gate also fall down? Like,
Yeah,
also,
it's like-
why do they have a computer there? Like,
Yeah,
what's-
it's kind of like really hidden out of the way, not a very good spot.
Yeah, because you might think, like, oh, it's because, you know, Contessa is, like, they have a blimp, so they could transport people up to that tower there. And Contessa would need it because she can just climb the walls and stuff. But can her fat ass fit through that window, though? That's the question. I don't think you can. Maybe there's a button on the inside to lower the gate, but why isn't it just a door? Why isn't it just open? You know, why do they have a PC there in the first place? Who knows? Maybe it's like for safety reasons, but like Contessa's in the room when she does like the shit to Carmelita. Who knows, man?
Who knows?
Too many
Only
questions,
the devs.
too few answers. But yeah, now Neela is running and Sly is running after her. So this is in any percent used to be a coin grinding part, but I think now in the new route we have so many coins at this point that we don't really need to grind any coins. Only if you're on the lower side.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they still do here. I mean, they probably do, just maybe out of habit, or maybe, like you said, if you're a little behind, but it's not as pertinent as it used to be.
Yeah, I've heard people say that like you don't need to do it here, so people do it just for shits and giggles nowadays. But yeah, there's not much you can do otherwise. So we have an update. New route do grind here. Okay. That's good to know.
Grind never stops.
Yeah. That is also the thing though, which is kind of funny because, you know, when you play, if you're a full game runner and you play episodes, it can be quite confusing because, you know, you usually don't have to do anything at this point in episodes. So like, it can be a little bit confusing what like it is like awkward actually. Like what am I supposed to do here? Just wait, you know?
Best you can do is just try to stay an optimal distance behind Neela so she doesn't constantly do the stuttering thing of looking back.
Oh no.
Oh,
We have a bit of a fumble here. Gandhi
is he
is
gonna run
in
out
the
of
range
time?
though.
Is she gonna get bored or whatever?
Oh, that is sad. That's very sad.
Okay.
But
Well, I mean,
not too much time loss.
yeah, Jackalopes still have to do this hack, watch a really long cutscene. But yeah, that little unfortunate there. If Gandhi's like Contessa fight, if he dies or something goes bad there, you know, if more issues just keep piling up like that, we could see a comeback.
Jackalopes really hoping here that Gandhi does pull, or no, Gandhi. Yeah, it's Gandhi actually. I've said the wrong name like 3 times. I am so on edge. I don't know who's talking. Like that, it's crazy. But yeah, Gandhi. Jackalopes really hoping here that Gandhi does mess up a little bit more, you know, for their sake. Because if the Jackalopes lose, they are out of the tournament.
True.
They will
I'll
have
say it again,
secure...
reminder, for like the 6th time. This is a semi-finals match. This is high stakes. Who's gonna make it to the final match of the entire tournament? Alright, finish the hack on the Jackalope side. Gonna be seeing another cutscene of Karn breaking free. Probably gonna miss her shots on Contessa again, I would guess. And then gonna chase down Neela.
See, this is the exact same point. Nice. It was the stealth slide that messed Gandhi up there the last time.
Yeah, I think he accidentally like slid off the edge before he was ready to jump or something. Not really sure.
We do have confirmation in chat that Gandhi was trolling. That is some heavy sportsmanship there. Not.
Yeah.
I know I butchered that one. Don't worry about it. Just keep moving.
I mean, it
keep
was
moving.
the correct term, perhaps.
Yeah, but like sportsmanship. Yeah. So yeah.
All right. I think I do have to go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I won't be here for the interview. It's been a lovely time. This might be the last time you see me in the comms booth for ACES. But thank you to chat. Thank you to Augie.
Thank you to you,
been a
Nate.
fun time.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Good luck in your final match. It's gonna be great.
Appreciate that. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Good night, Nave. And as Nave departs, we are in a blimp and we are shooting everything. It's going crazy here. We see Gandhi is smothering the ships in the sky, while the Jackalopes are actually ahead of Neela, going to the well hill here. That's incredible. That is some speed right there, which is also one of the parts that is very sad, because you are so much faster than Neela. I wish Neela was much faster, but it's a children's game, so what can we do about it? Nothing. Gandhi here is pre-aiming some positions here to try to get them. How did that one die? Did the ship just explode by itself? Did that count? Am I blind? I don't know what's happening here. I'm very confused. Gandhi is having a little bit of a slow here. He missed some planes in like, some critical positions to finish before the tower, but it doesn't matter. Still ahead. Good lead on this one. So we now essentially we just have to see if anything can happen, or can Gandhi close this one out with a clean lead going into this. So yeah, Bentley is zooming into the river. Explosion as well. Is Bentley dead? Don't think he is. Because I think there's another episode after this, but it would be very sad if he was gone. So yeah. Now, on the right side of the screen, we are now heading into the blimp, pulling out the machine gun and starting to shoot down some planes. Not recommended IRL. Do not do that. That is very bad. But yeah, see Antho here. He's not pre-firing the positions. He's pre-aiming them, however. This is a kind of a hard, easy one, because it's easy to shoot all the planes, but it's hard to remember all the timings and spots they spawn in, which can save you actually a decent amount of time. Because if you do, you can do everything before the tower. But if you don't, then you have to wait to pass the tower to shoot more. And it's devastating. Gandhi here now in the Contessa fight, bashing her up against this wall. You know, she can't even move. She is going crazy. Oh, it's done. One done, one all. There's a healther there, Gandhi, if you want it. I don't think he needs it because he didn't take any damage. He's going absolutely crazy in the booth here. Oh, but she is still alive. Oh my god. That's a trick maneuver. I've seen them use that in wrestling. Wrestling is really cool sport. It's fake, by the way, but it's really cool. Oh, that goes crazy. She takes that one. She leaps down just to go up again. What is going on here? Where is she going? We'll have to wait and see. She's got the eye, you know, all that. Now we see Bentley. He's just flying here on the right side of the screen, chilling. Oh, there comes Carmelita's Zoom Bazooka, shooting the ship down. We are going down, everyone, once again. But on the left side, can we have an Oggy lap? Is Gandhi gonna fumble the bag? He gets a little stuck there, but it should be fine. We do not get an Oggy lap. This is a good paced run right here. Gandhi is heading straight into the second part of the Contessa fight. That is all he needs. If he finishes that, he has done it for the Vipers. And on the right side of the screen, we have Antho in the Jackalopes stair champing Contessa right now. She has the high ground. We all know that is not good, you know. So hopefully she gets on our level so we can battle her out. But right here, you see Contessa on 2 screens. This is actually wild. Oh, but now it's a battle of the destiny. Can Gandhi finish this out? Having actually started on half health, he should have picked up that health there that she dropped after the first match. Now, Contessa will use both rushing attacks, very good technique, but also hypnotic attacks. Falling off the roof there, she will have to get back up to be in the match. Posting up for another hypnotic attack. Can Gandhi hit this early? No, he gets hit over there. He only has 1 life now. And Contessa falls off the roof. She's gonna go for a hypnotic attack, I believe, here. And Gandhi gets hit by the hypnotic attack. Will he get hit by Contessa here as well? No, he will not. He is posted up, he's ready. Almost another attack. Last phase coming in here, everyone. Oh, he does it! He finishes it out for the Vipers. Venice Vipers is going into the final. Oh, incredible! Incredible. Victory for the Venice Vipers. The Jackalopes are sadly out of the tournament. What a run we have had here. 5-1, incredible. We're now waiting for all of our runners that want to participate in this, in the post-match call, both for victors and for lictors, yes. So we're just seeing them pop in here one by one. Okay, so we have the entire winning team here. Let's just see. Oh, and they come rushing in. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay. We had an incredible night. We lost one of our commentators. He had to go doing some business.
So sad.
But yeah, you know, don't worry about shoulders. I'll carry us through this interview. So, okay, let's start off with the victors. So, the Vipers. How are we feeling?
Great.
Great.
No, kind of surprised. Like, how do we keep winning a match we're supposed to lose?
We're in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. You're in the finals. A match you're supposed to lose, or is it a match you were gonna win? You know, it's all perspective. But you are in the finals, guys. You're in the actual finals right now. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Have you guys, you know, do you have any like strong plans for the final? Are you waiting to see who your opponent is before you strike down a strategy?
Our plan is to win. I think that's it summarized.
Yeah, well, let's see who is gonna be first, and then maybe think about a plan.
Oi. Oh, yeah, that's oh, okay, I'm hyped now. Okay, this is going crazy. Anyway, back to the losing team, or back to the losing team now. Guys, sadly, you're out of the tournament. You had a great run going. How's the vibes? How are we feeling?
That's the vibes right there.
Oi.
I mean, I am fucking happy about the run. We had a good run into the
Yeah.
playoffs. Like, I think I said this like last time that like my personal goal was that my team goes to the playoffs and then it's like all just winning, like whatever happens,
Mm,
and we made it. This is good.
we did it.
And
Incredible.
just the fact that we beat teams like Sabres that had like good players. Like Eisen is fucking great for a new player, and it had the team had like fucking Remo and Alapa. It's insane that we won those guys against them. So I think we did the best we could.
Yeah, you might say that, but it is about the team effort, though. It's not really one person that can do everything, you know. You know, shown by the Peacocks, you know. So it's really important that you have the team spirit, you have it laid out. But I have a little bit of a specific question for you, Rud.
What?
Do you feel like you weren't at the level of intake that you wanted to be before you started your run? When it comes to alcohol consumption.
Yeah. Only like half a long drink in, so it's not enough. Clearly.
Yeah. That
you know,
without sounding like I'm trying to force people here and saying it's a good thing to consume alcohol. You know, you do it if you do it responsibly. But that was the reason why you said that you guys lost the last one, if I'm not mistaken. You were sober, weren't you?
Yeah, I was completely sober when we lost against the Outbacks. But for example, when we last played Vipers, I was maybe like 5-6 glasses of wine in when I started my run. So there's a difference, you know? And that was also me going into a completely new game back then, Sly 4. So it's the alcohol that wins the matches for me, not for everyone.
It's good that you have such a good view, like self-view on yourself. That makes me smile.
Yeah,
for different
and,
reasons.
You know, like in control with.
Yeah, you're clearly in control.
Yeah.
You know, that is beautiful right there. However, going over to the winning team here, Gandhi, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Were you in fact trolling when you didn't get up to the ledge?
Apparently, it was a backup, but I don't know it. That was rough.
It's not an easy backup.
Purpose. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not like
it's much easier to just paraglide across. Yeah, my run was. There was a lot of embarrassing stuff in it, but at the same time, my stealing voices was really good. That was like the main thing I practiced in the last 3 hours. So I'm just happy that my team did well enough to carry me.
Yeah, it seems good. What you said that you practiced that before. Was that something that you were afraid that was gonna go badly during the run?
Yeah, that one part in stealing voices. I'm sure you know the part where it's like really hard.
Yeah,
to get behind the guard. You have to like jump over the guard. Coming out of the tower. Yeah, I practiced that like a bunch of times, so I'm really happy that I nailed that in the run.
Very, very nice. So, Knuti, Powerman, how did you guys feel about your individual runs? You feel it went to par with what you were expecting, or did you wish you did something better?
Well, I guess I was kind of okay. Kind of started sloppily, and obviously I had a little fear about the decibel because round 2 happened. Thankfully it didn't happen, and I got a kind of an okay time, and I was able to keep the lead versus risk kind of small, because obviously I was gonna be behind no matter what, because I'm not that good of a gamer. It's like for these days anymore, but I did kind of okay, and yeah, it was fine.
What about you, Knudi?
I feel like I played pretty well, like the beginning of the episodes. I had really good big truck, even though messing up the movement to the job trigger. I had like 602, which is actually very nice. Then it was like sub 50 pace for episode 2 until I made a simple mistake in Lemon Raid's cutscene skip and missed that, losing 50 seconds. And then I just did something funny in operation and lost another 20 seconds. But like other than that, I'm pretty happy with the run I got.
Yeah, Lemon Rage there. Yeah, there was a little bit of a mishap on the Jackalope side there. Were you not aware, Rude, that you picked up a healther?
Yeah, I didn't know that I picked it up until I went for the skip and I saw that Murray didn't die.
To say it like that, you perfected that skip with sadly picking up it's probably one of the faster executions I've seen of that skip.
I gotta say that out of all the slide 3 tricks, that is one that I'm really comfortable with. Which is it made me happy that we got to pick slide 3 EP2 when that was like a good choice we could get,
Yeah, because you guys, your first pick was 2-5, presuming for Antho.
Yes,
I assume probably Antho has practiced it beforehand. Antho, how were you feeling when you guys decided that you wanted to pick 2-5 first?
To be honest, at the beginning, I was supposed to take 2-6, but the other teams decided to ban it. So we decided to choose an episode from Slide 2, obviously, because I don't know how to run other games, and because I already did episode 5 once, we said why not. But it was not the first plan. Was not our goal.
Okay. Because you have played it in probably one of the biggest nail biters in this tournament, where you managed to, at least getting into the final part of the fight, it was like as neck and neck as you possibly can get it against the Sabres. I believe it was, pretty sure. Can we fact check?
Yeah,
that was Sabres. Yeah. Professional. Yeah. So yeah, so that it was interesting to see you guys pick 2-5. But yeah, I would say it went well, even considering that it didn't win in the end, but seemed to have a pretty consistent run through the episode either way. Very long episode, and hard for that matter. A little bit boring in the mojo. But yeah.
Yeah, also during a tank showdown, I don't remember. I did not remember. I did not kill the tank behind me, so I died and I lost 2 minutes, perhaps something like that. So yeah, I was disappointed.
Yeah, well, it happens. It's pressure. There's a lot going on. Especially now in a tournament like this, there's many episodes that you can pick from. You being a slide 2, having a slide 2 preference. Well, you still have 8 episodes that could happen. So there's a lot to grasp, a lot to go through. Will we see a slide to any percent run coming through your way anytime soon? Antho.
Yeah, for me, 90%. No, perhaps I wanted to do one with you at the end of the year for the New Year's race. If this year you will do it again.
Of course, yeah, it's happening.
So I will participate, but no, I don't really have the time to do it if I'm not on holiday. So it's hard to play the game.
Yeah, really, if you have a full-time job or studies, it's really like a weekend activity, because it's, if you're really good at the game, it's sub 5 hours, but if you start out, it could be probably around 6 hours, I would say.
Yes.
You runner. So yeah, that is a pretty long time. That's like getting off work and doing it and going to bed straight after. You know, that's not very fun. But yeah, Friss, your performance, how do you feel?
I felt like a legend. For like the first half, to be honest. I was like, I think, what was it? Everything before Up in Smoke, I was like, I'm cracked at this game. You know? Like, coming not really too prepared. It was probably like the episode I was most prepared for, so I was fortunate in that, but like, that still wasn't that much practice happening. But yeah, then like, I think the lack of practice showed a bit from like Up in Smoke onwards. Like, I forgot the restart checkpoint thing in the hack, and then I lost a bit of time there, and then it was just a lot of like poor gameplay from then on. But yeah, you know, what was it? The Salim job. I can't remember its name.
Limital Meltdown.
Rugrats?
Rugrats, yeah, thank you. I was like, I golded that one, and it felt so satisfying. I loved it.
Oh,
yeah,
incredible.
Yeah.
When I was watching, it was really only one part that I remember that you had a mishap in. I think it was in the heavy metal meltdown, where I think you fell off as Bentley, but that's just a quick restart checkpoint and go back into it.
I don't know what happened there. That's not a very common thing.
Slippy surfaces, you know.
Yeah, it's very slippery there.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe the Vipers maybe applied some water onto those lamp things. I don't know.
The allegations.
Yeah,
Not
saying, but you know, maybe.
Before this goes to any disastrous degree of accusations here, you know, there's only one question that I wonder. You know, this is free to answer for any of you. Was it planned to get all 3 episodes featuring seductive Carmelita in any way for Rude's sake?
No.
I wish it was true.
The universe.
I didn't even. Oh wait, you go, Gandhi?
The universe wanted it.
Yeah.
The fans wanted it, and
I
they
guess,
got it.
I guess the speculants will speculate on that.
Yeah.
I guess I was just thinking about, do we go to EP3 or 5? And let's go to 5. It's more consistent now around C, so that's why I go with 4 or 5 on the our pick.
Good explanation. But is it true that? Well, I guess we'll just have to leave it at that. Any last word, guys, before we move on and we do some cool things here on stream before we end? Anything?
We see the finals.
Great match.
Yeah, just happy to be here. You know, it's been awesome making things and like playing in it. You know, obviously, like it's gone on longer than like maybe we expected, but like, you know, I've had an awesome time regardless. So thank you to all the Slag Gold's team. It was epic.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
I just want to say that I got the best team that I could have imagined. You know,
Yeah,
we got Frizz
so true.
and Antho in my team, and big fucking thumbs up to Antho, who kept closing the matches for us, which is fucking insane. Yeah, it was great to be in ACES. Sadly, it's over for us now.
Yeah.
And
That is-
congrats, Vipers.
Congrats, Vibe. Yes.
That is just how it is. That's beautiful way to end it. You know, Frisk back to the sweatshops for Sly Golds.
Yep.
And Rude back to Alco. That's beautiful, right there. That's beautiful. Antho back to worker studies. Great. Thank you guys. You know, sadly you're out of the tournament, but it was a pleasure having you guys. Thanks so much. And The Vipers, congrats on the final placement. Yes.
Thank you
Can't
very
speak.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Good luck.
Thank you guys.
Goodbye.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. They cannot. Sounds. Oh, am I good? Are we here? Can we get a one in chat? Am I here? Hello, everyone. We can hear Pog. Okay, we are one. We're back. Okay. So what I said is, whoa, we got a transition very quickly, and then we didn't have any audio, but we're good now. We are back. We are so good. So, guys, this is the bracket before today's match. What I'm thinking, let's go back into memory lane. Let's get some nostalgia in here, just from the quarter and the semis here. So, first, one of the first matches here was Buccaneers versus Bombers. Buccaneers took the win there, making them a placement in the semifinal. Bombers sadly out of the tournament. Then you had Vipers won over the Sabres, leaving Sabres out of the tournament, sadly. Good job, guys, for both teams. Vipers heading into semifinals. Jackalopes and Outback had such a good run with a lot of technical talk that, I am not paid enough for. So they made it into the semifinals. Is the term scot-free? Is that what they say? No, not really. Well, it's not scot-free. Well, they made it into the semifinals. They moved straight in there. Free pass at Disneyland type vibes. Except it's not free. They actually worked hard and paid. You get what I mean. So now it was the semifinals. You have Outback versus Buccaneers, and then today's match we had Vipers versus Jackalopes. So now we know Jackalopes didn't win this. Vipers took the win. They are moving into the grand finals. Transition. And we're waiting for the transition. There we go. And Vipers made it into the finals. So we have 1 out of 2 of our finalists locked in. They are ready to attack. It's gonna be, as you can see at the top, it's a best of 3. Oh my lord. Scheduling nightmare. Am I right? Probably. Who knows? We'll have to see. But it's gonna happen. But before that happens, it's gonna be the semifinal, second match, Outback versus Buccaneers. Outback, extremely strong team. Buccaneers pushing themselves, working hard to get that semifinal place. Anything can happen. We could really, really get into it with the Outback versus the Buccaneers. My fellow commentator, Nave, he is on the Buccaneers. He is usually the crutch of the team, but he could become the Kane. Could be a strong Kane. So, I am now proud that I can announce the date. Let me find the date here. I'm lost in the sauce here in the various text channels. There we go. We have here. Oh, we have. Okay, there we go. So, so this is going to be a little bit hard to say, but the match is going to take place on the 21st of November. So lock that in your calendars, guys. That is Thursday next week. In Central European time zone, that is at 23:30. So for Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken, that will be at 5:30 p.m. For the American gamers on the East Coast. And you can do some calculations to figure out every time else, especially Mountain Zone, because that's where a lot of people live, But yeah, it's gonna be great. It's a little bit of a late for the European gamers, but the Degens will stay up and watch that match. It's gonna be great. It's Thursday night. Yeah. Yes, it's Thursday. Well, for Europeans, it's gonna be night to Friday. That's the end of it. Unless they manage to end it in 29 minutes, which is very, very rare. It's not gonna happen 100%. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be good. So set that down, guys. For Europeans, November 21st of November at 23:30 or 11:30 p.m. For the American gamers, East Coast, around 5:30 p.m. But you know, like I'm very bad at time zones. So if you want to know this, join the Discord, guys. Just join the Discord. You can go straight in there. It will be announced. You can also see it in the Sly Cooper speedrunning Discord. In the events channel, they will also be posted there. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. It's gonna be another blast. You know, semifinals. It's never gonna be boring. So, you know, we're setting up, figuring out everything from commentators, restreamers, and getting the teams ready. You know, they're in the gym, they're pumping iron. But until then, there is the other event we're hosting called Racing for Gold, or R4G, where each week there's a new challenge you can go on. There's also an art competition stretching the entire span of the event, which is 5 weeks. Last week, it was the any percent part of the tournament. This week, that ends tomorrow, it's going to be 100%. So if you want to get 100% run in there and potentially just either get placed for fun's sake or potentially have the chance to win some dineros, you can do that. But remember, this is for fun, guys, with prize money. So that's important. Very good. Thank you to our anonymous benefactor, and thank you to the organizers for setting this up. So next week on the R4G, or the Racing for Gold, it's gonna be the Platinum Trophy run, if I'm not mistaken. Am I mistaken? I don't think I'm mistaken. I think I'm good. Yep, we're good. Don't worry about it, guys. And yeah, it's gonna be absolutely incredible. We're going to have that one where you have to play. Yeah, it's the Platinum run. So it's on only PS4 and PS5 versions of Sly 1. You can play, get the Platinum Trophy run. Check out the document posted in the chat there. And you will be able to see all the rules and regulations for that week. And then the week after is Double Bingo. And then week 5 is only for the art competition. We'll be keeping you guys updated on this channel here during some of our other events on how it's going. But remember to join the Discord and check that out yourself. So yeah, now that, you know, the event is over, we have announced everything, but we also have merch, guys. So check out the merch, guys. Exclamation mark merch. Check out the merch. There is cups and hats for almost every team. We've had some troubles with some of the teams, but as you see here, we're going through all of them. There are some teams where you can't get a hat, but you can get a mug for every single team. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. So yeah, the prices are correct. The hats are not always correct. But, you know, as a Peacock player, you can get our hat. No worries, guys. But yeah, sadly, some teams we had some struggles with, but it's all good and it's all nice. And right now, we are going to end the stream. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Ogirino, Nave was here earlier, and Stens was behind the wheel. And thank you to both of our teams for participating. And we are now heading out. Thank you guys. Check out the match, and boom, we're done.